There you go.
And we're live on air. Good evening, ladies and gentle spoons. It's Terry here from Smoo's Workshop. Welcome to another live with Smoo and the crew this Saturday evening. Hope you all had a really enjoyable week, even if you were working and are just sitting chilling like the rest of us for this Saturday evening. So I'm just going to say hello to the guys in the crew tonight. And we have Vincent from Mr. Lost Model Making.
Hello.
We have my good friend Mike Mountain.
Hello.
we have Colin from Festa 67's Workshop.
Hello, people.
And my good friend Dave Wiser Gun Barker.
Evening.
So we're a little bit short of people just now. We're kind of done with the Herald build, although I'm still finishing mine off. I've kind of lost my mojo a bit and that through the week. I think it's only me and Reese that has to finish. And Reese, our ambulance taxi driver person, Beaker, is he's working tonight. So. Me. Might be in later. Don't know where the Yam is. So it's just us that's in just now. We may or may not have a special guest coming in later on. The details to be revealed later. So I'll just quick hi to everybody that's in the chat just now. Let's see who's in. First in, I believe he's popped away again, but it was JS Idaho. So if he's watching it back, it's like, hello, you're away, and back again. So that's fine. John Bennett's in. 3 sets in the house. Evening, John.
Hey, 3 sets.
Oh, expats in.
Expat Spain's in, yep. John Bennett, JS Idaho. Stephen Whittingham's in. Evening, folks. Evening, Stephen. Who else have we got? Ronald Borg's in. Good evening, Ronald. This is
good Ronald. You all right, guys?
Ronald.
Says good evening to everybody. Right, we've noted Ronald's question, and Colin did answer it, but we're going to do a little section on decals in a bit later when we go into Colin's section. Yeah, so to help us out tonight, because we're a wee bit light on people, if you guys have got questions, highlight them in bold or whatever, we will get round to you. Doesn't have to necessarily be about model making. And we're on 19 viewers just now. If you have joined us from the Facebook page, as usual, and you're watching in the little viewer window, press the little YouTube icon, and that'll bring you to the main YouTube page where you can interact with us in the chat. Who else have we got in? We have Chris from Gross Models adminning on the chat. I don't know where he's.
Chris.
Oh, good. Thanks, mate.
Yo, Chris.
Tony Black says, I'm here.
Hey.
Another question for John Bennett we'll get on to. He's got a specific model. I think we noted it down for Colin that he's trying to get decals for. So again, we'll punt that one over to Colin, our resident decals guru.
Yeah.
Rattle Can Rebel says, Festa 67 rock in the house tonight.
Hello, guys.
You paid him again, haven't you?
I have, mate. It's costing me a bomb, mate, but it's worth it. Money well spent.
Paul Chapman's in. Good evening, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Oh, Paul.
And we've done expat. Mark Scale Models. Hi, everybody.
Hello, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hello.
Davey UK. Good evening, gents. Evening, all.
Hello,
David.
Evening, Davey. Jared B is in. Evening, all.
Evening, mate.
Evening, Jared. And John was saying he's getting a nice collection of 144 military jets he's going to build on a Dio.
Oh, well done, Mike.
Off an air show, collecting figures at the moment.
Yeah, we like Dior. Well done, Mike.
Oh, well, Chris is in the chat. He's the resident 1144 god.
Yeah.
11144.
1111. Yeah.
11144.
So somebody in the chat mentioned that it's like Saturday night is like who needs Ant and Deck when you've got Smoo and the crew. Well, Mike let out a cracker of a bottom trumpet just before we went. Yeah. So,
He did, honestly. All our webcams moved, mate.
Yeah. And we were like, was that you farting, Mike? He went, oh, did you hear that?
The other side of the challenge.
Talk about embarrassed now.
It's the way he goes, oh, look at me.
Yeah. So he's Ant McFartlane. Definitely tonight. Shane Young's in. Good evening, everyone. I hope all are okay.
Hello, Shane.
Andrew Sutherland, aka Beyond Hope. I must have upset Smoo as he's completely ignored that I'm in chat. No, I just.
Yeah, Andrew. Oh, mate. I've got to stop doing that.
Right. He's come up with an interesting one. Question, Terry. When does the bug build start? Now, we had planned starting it after Colin's got to go into hospital for an operation, so he's going to be a little bit out of order. So we're giving people like advance warning. This is what we're planning on doing. And that's have I got it somewhere? Some of you have bought it already. The wee Airfix Beetle starter kit.
Yeah.
Some of you have bought it already. Some of you have started it already. I mean, it's your model. It's totally up to you. It's the whole idea of the group buddy build thing is that we're all building them at the same time. But I mean, if you want to build yours, that's up to you. But we're going to be starting probably. I'll maybe go over to Colin on this one, because you've got to go into hospital.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, if anyone in the chat's got any photo etch, metal screws or nuts, bolts and washers they don't send them my way. I could do with a new spine.
Yeah, he's going in for quite a big op, so we're kind of giving like advance notification that we're going to do a buddy build, but we want Colin to be part of it. So he's going to hospital in a week or two.
I mean, if I can get one ordered tomorrow and have it here for the weekend, we can always start part 1 next week, and then you guys can carry on whilst I'm in hospital. You know what I mean? I've got no problem with that because it gives everyone else a chance to get on with theirs.
Yeah, because there's quite a few. Now, the other question that came up on the dungeon, by the way, everybody that's in tonight, if you're not a member of Smoo's Dungeon, it's a friendly little place on the Facebooks that you guys can share your work, upload your photos and albums and everything. So if you're not a member, do go and have a look for Smoo's Dungeon. You can get it either through my page on Smoo's Workshop or it's on Festa 67's page as well. An admin will need to add you. But yeah, create an album, share your work and stuff like that. We do encourage that because I tend to sort of highlight it in the shows. So if you're not a member of the dungeon, do feel free to join that. Yeah. So some people are posting up, and there's a few questions coming up that they've started their Beatles. I think, I'm just trying to remember now who's done it. Tony Black, I think, has already done his in purple. I'll show that later on. But I think he's dipped and stripped it about 7 times. So there's a few people posting up. Look, I've got the Airfix kit. I'm ready. It might be a few weeks away. It might be this weekend. We're playing it by ear at the moment. No, you do not have to build the Airfix Volkswagen Beetle. If you've got a Beetle in your stash and say you're going out to buying another Beetle and say you've got a Tamiya 124 or whatever, that's fine. Build along with us and build the Beetle you've got in your stash. The whole idea of the Airfix ones is they're a bit shit. It's a starter kit. You know, they might not fit very well and they're cheap and you can chop them up and do fun things with them. So I'll just catch up in the chat a bit more. John Bennett saying, yeah, Chris, you can get some cracking little kits now. Gross is going, you're just not loud enough. Is my mic quiet?
No, you're all right.
No.
Okay.
Mike's brother John is in. John Mountain says, evening, gentlemen. Good evening,
Hello,
John.
Hey, John.
Whoa!
I was waiting on that. John saying I'll be live yet. Can't wait for the tomfoolery to start. Yeah, we're short numbers, but yeah.
Yeah, John, the clue, mate, is there's a little yellow thing up in the corner that says live, mate. We're not playing golf now, pal.
Obviously, Andrew Sutherland's talking to Chris in the chat. Chris, what would you class as normal?
Not anyone in here.
Yeah, so, well, what we'll do, as soon as we had a couple of questions in, and I'll maybe scroll up and try and get that question for Colin. I'll go to Colin first, if that's all right, mate.
John Bennett, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a question for John Bennett. So I'll put Chris on the big screen. So a couple of questions have come in tonight for you, Chris. The first one, I think you've kind of briefly...
For Colin.
Sorry, Colin. Sorry, Port Boy, Blimey Tumblers. Sorry for that. Yeah, you're the better looking one. Well, it's the Mitchell brothers, isn't it? My bad, man. Yeah, okay.
And so it begins. I've been so good as well. You've just thrown the gauntlet down, Mel.
Yeah, no. Just my brain went into total fart mode. Right, so...
3 sets. Yeah, sorry, mate.
What was that about 3 sets? Right, one of the questions was about the resolution that you would print your own decals in.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I tend to go in because obviously I've got Adobe Suite set up here, But whatever photo application they're using, if they save the picture in as high a resolution as they can and print to that, it'll give them a good set of decals.
And the second one was, now this is probably going to be open to all of yous, but John Bennett saying he wants to build a 132 scale BAE Hawk that he flew in, but he can't get any decals, extra decals. He did some, he's after the grey-green ones from the early colour schemes.
Right. I mean, the way I normally get around that sort of thing is I download an image of camo that's as near as damn it to what you're after, and I wrap them. Just wrap them in decal paper. Bit like I did this fella.
Yeah.
You know, I download my camo pattern, and then I wrap the item in the camo. Saves a lot of masking and all sorts, but he might be lucky and be able to see a scheme online that he can perhaps replicate by hand. It depends on what he's after.
Yeah.
If he's a member of the IPMS, you know, the Plastic Model Society, they have a decal section, I think, don't they, on there?
I think they might have, mate, to be quite honest with you.
You know,
someone out
either
there will always have a set that they can either scan in and email you as a PDF file or whatever.
Or if anybody's got a set, they'll send them to you. Like 3 sets, some people might have.
Yeah.
3 sets.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Which also
People
brings
might
us, also
Who'd have
brings,
3 sets?
which also brings us to, there's a section on the dungeon where Colin created it. I know some people are uploading them to their own albums. We're encouraging people, if they're going to be building a model and they want to do a backup of their decals and they've got a scanner, to scan and upload them, either in high resolution JPEG, in which case put it in Colin's folder for the decals, or if you want to scan it in a PDF, add it in the file section. So that way, if somebody's looking for a particular set and it's there, you can download them and print them off your cell and edit them and all that sort of thing. So we're encouraging people to do that.
Just make everyone's life a bit easier, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Davey UK, this was just about when's the Beetle build starting. He's went, cheers for that, Terry. Wait till Colin's been on the slab. Colin, good luck for the op.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Hopefully, like I say, you know, if I can get one by next week, then we can start it then. But I won't know how long I'm out the picture until after, mate. You know what I mean?
We'll just play it by ear. John and Bennett went 3, 2, 1, go. Damn, I thought I'd won a sticker. One of the models won, though. Keep it to hobby. Good evening.
Alan's in. Hello, Alan.
Hey, Alan.
Rattle Can Rebel saying, if anyone out there gets round to Yam Yams in around a week or two, you might find a couple of Beetle kits in the trash.
Yeah.
I think he's actually got a 1/24th one with a load of stuff on it that he's
we was going to send him a care package of a golden brown fake smile that he could wear.
John Bennett saying, Beatles pan fried, yum yum. Something about predictive text. All right, Alan. All right, you wee mad sods. Right. Yeah, right, yeah.
Good
Dave,
question from Chris there, mate.
Yeah. Dave, Chris is asking, what happened to your hair?
Chief of Arts in Bed attacked me, so I think she wants me to look like Colin, because I think she fancies Colin on the quiet.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to send him down a pork pie out and a Festa 67's t-shirt.
Talking about 3 sets.
It's me brother from another mother.
Yeah.
Talking about three sets. Earlier, actually, just the other day there, I received a package in the mail from my friend John Bennett, better known as Gordon 3 Sets Bennett. So I'll just share this with you. Yeah, how many sets
were in there?
How many sets was in there? Yeah. So thanks for that, John. And in fact, if I look in here beside the little letter, I did end up with his very nicely gave me 3 sets of decals that I need for my bike. So thank you very, very much for that. It is appreciated. And I've finally got my 3 sets. Yeah, you cheeky buggers. But I did like the wee. Oh, what do you call that wee guy again?
Chad.
I did like my little Chad.
Chad.
So I've got my 3 sets of decals. So that's brilliant. So I'll just put that back in the bag so I don't lose it. Catch up in the chat again.
Don't spill out. Don't spill out.
What, Dave?
I'm saying don't spill out. I left it at the wrong angle.
You left what at the wrong angle?
My mirrors.
Oh.
I'll show you in a minute when they're dry.
Right. Keep it to hobby says Dave has some future on his head. Lol.
Yeah, 2 times more.
Hi, Joy.
Alan's saying Dave can now scare children and adults.
Yeah, Jim worked the apprentice and I look like a thug.
Is that with a capital F, Dave?
Yeah, a fag. A fag, mate. He's amateur, isn't he? Fag. It's an F. It's a fag.
Expat Spain said you tried wash and go and it went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think down the bottle of my shampoo, it's called Shoulders.
Shoulders, yeah.
Getting the usual, how many sets? 3 sets. Yeah. Stephen Whittingham is back now. He just had to take his son to the pub. Alan saying, someone buy Dave a hat. It's blinding me. Oh, boy, yeah.
He's got a hat. He's got a special hat from Mortney.
Right, so who wants to go first on what they've been building and stuff? We'll let you go, Dave.
What?
You want to let folk know what you've been up to and stuff? Sure.
Well, falling off a chair and damaging my bloody finger. I'm currently working on two kits. I've got to do the decals on my Evo.
How many sets is on that then? If there's 2 kits,
Oh,
is it
3.
2 sets?
3 sets on there.
3 sets.
And the wind mirrors. I really enjoyed that build. It was fantastic. Tammy one. And I thought I'd try, because people are going on about these Revell car kits. And all I've built so far is 4 Tamiya cars. And obviously the 2 Airfix Minis. No, one was a Mini, wasn't it? One was the Airfix Mini, one was the
Mini and
XR2. So yeah. I bought a couple of Revell cars.
Nice.
Now, I made a mistake with this one of not realising, and somebody else did as well. I can't remember who it was. They posted the Mustang on the boom up earlier on today. Some of them come pre-painted or pre-coloured. Yeah. And the problem is, with this one, it was pre-coloured body, and the decals like the 2 Corvette signs front and back, and the Corvette on the right and on the back. Screen printed on it. So I tried to mask it off. It's done all right.
Is that the one that the clear glass and everything was already bonded onto the roof as well?
Yeah. So I had to get me Dremel out that Andy gave me the other week, and had a blast at that and got that out. And then, so I've been doing this, and I've actually, people are right. Revell car kits are actually quite nice to build. So yeah. I've done a bit of a custom paint job on it myself. And the interior. I've tried flocking interiors for the first time, and there we go.
That's a nice colour. That's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah,
gorgeous.
And the inside, I'm really pleased with the inside as well.
So Alan saying very, very shiny. Well done, Dave.
Yeah,
Dave's going nice, Evo, Dave.
Cheers. Now, the next thing is, guys, I need your help in chat. It comes with, I've never done like a road car. They've all been rally cars. It's got different number plates. It's got like the one from the showroom that just says Corvette on it. It's got a German, French, English, Dutch, Belgium, American, or Italian, or Russian. So, what number plate should I go for, guys?
Make like a car, Dave.
Whatever gets the most votes on the chat, that's the number plate that go on it. So you can interact a little bit. There you go.
There you go. John Bennett's going, any idea of what time going live? Don't know if my screen froze. Northwest Modeler Alan says, wow, nice. Tony
Do
Black
a custom number plate, Dave. DAV1E.
Yeah.
DAV1E. Davey UK says very nice. Keep It to Hobby says a great colour. Again, Shane Young, impressive, Dave, great colour. Alan saying USA plates.
Now, Andrew saying use nail polish and that. Now, the Beetle, what I'm going to do is do you remember the beach buggy that I did and used the Chameleon nail powders on a black gloss base? I'm going to do that with the Beetle. So it's the same effect as using the glitter nail polish. It gives you that Chameleon paint job. I'm going a different colour. I'm going sort of like a green and gold sort of colour. I think it is. I can't remember now. It's been that long since I bought it. So I'm going to do that on the Beetle.
Tony Black says he usually uses the showroom ones. Chris, the gross model, says, what were the choices again? Oh. Ronald Borg goes...
Dave?
Yeah, Ronald Borg's agreeing with me. American car, American plates.
Yeah.
Yeah, and me. Yeah.
Put the US plate, mate. That's what, you know.
Oh, John says his screen froze. He'd just gone live. What did you miss? You missed me giving you a thank you for your 3 sets of decals, mate. Unfortunately.
You'll be able to watch it back on YouTube.
Yeah, you can watch it back in the YouTubes later.
Beyond Hope has put up in the chat, Dave, for your next car kit, use She Who Farts and nail polish. You can get some super slick glitter paints that way.
Yeah. I'm a bit worried about that because that's serious brush painting, wasn't it? Not airbrushing.
You can thin. Well, maybe some of the guys in the chat can tell us. Can you thin down the nail varnish? I know some people use nail varnish through an airbrush with interesting results.
I think you can if you're using a 0.5 needle, but I think you need to thin it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's what to thin it with? Is it white fluid or some?
You don't want to concentrate on one area because you'll have all the glitter deposited and.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we know. We mentioned it last week. Alan saying Hero Boy do chameleon paints. The problem is Dave can't spray them because he's in his bedroom and they're, toxic. So he's working with acrylics. Andrew Sutherland saying yes, you can thin nail polish and airbrush. Could you tell us what with, Alan?
Cellulose thinners, Tony's blacks.
Yeah, I know cellulose can thin just about anything, but does it spray okay? That's the thing.
Yeah, see, that's I couldn't use it, can I? Can't kill me.
Just as while we're talking about thinning stuff with cellulose thinners, now that Herald that I did, I tried the Minotaur, what is it, Ghost Purple. That will not thin with cellulose lacquers. It works fine with like your Tamiya X20A type thinners. You put cellulose lacquers in that, it goes like tar and gunks up your airbrush. So you cannot use cellulose or Mr. Colour leveling thinner with these Minotaur paints. It just goes like treacle. So that's just a wee heads up. If you ever get any, you can't thin them with Mr. Colour leveling thinner. It just gums up your airbrush. What else have we got?
Northwest has said try scale 75 paints. They might do it.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, Paul Chapman said Mr. Hobby self-leveling thinners. Dave can't use anything lacquer or cellulose based because it's in his bedroom, and she who farts in bed screams if he's been spraying as it is because,
yeah,
he just kids on he's spilt his Tamiya X20A bottle, which comes and goes, what's that smell? Andrew Sutherland's got a question for Dave. Does Tommy like police cars?
He does. He knows.
He knows.
Yeah. Yes, he does. Yeah.
Keep It to Hobby says. Oh wait, no.
If you're going to send him one, mate, he also likes 6 foot blonde Swedish nymphomaniacs with foot fetishes.
You're going to be getting a visitor in a minute, Dave, and a slap.
I know. He's going to come up with you. It's coming.
Ronald Borg saying that nail polish is thin 50-50. I take it that's with lacquer thinners, according to Angelo's workshop. Keep It to Hobby says, I use for my acrylics only isopropyl alcohol. Yeah, there's a couple of us make our own thinners. Colin does. Yeah. Rattlecan Rebel says, how do I contact Dave? Dave, how does one contact you?
Just do my Facebook, mate. Message me through Facebook if you want. Not a problem.
Yeah, message his Facebook. We won't give his address out online.
Yeah. Excuse me. John Bennett saying, Smoo, working my way through my other stuff. Hope we'll get your other bits next week. Yeah, it's very much appreciated, mate. Yeah, those 3 sets of decals will be.
How many? What's that? Has he got some spare decals?
He's got spare engine parts for that kit that I said last week that I bought off eBay that I wanted to build, but there was a couple of bits off the sprues missing, and he's got like loads of extras and stuff. So he's going to have
what 3 spares?
No, I think it's like 6 actually. Yeah, it's not like the decals. There's about 6 parts missing. Keep it to hobby saying damn long word isopropyl alcohol. Yeah.
Yeah, we can shorten that word to IPA so we can all understand it.
Yeah.
So anything else? Will I put you back in the biggie again, or are you?
Oh, what?
Phil.
Is that you shared what you want to share? Or have you got other stuff?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Colin. Yeah. Colin's been working on some stuff.
Oh, God. Yeah, quite a bit this week, actually, mate.
Yeah.
What should I start with? Oh, yeah, I was asked in the chat whether I'd finished me. How can I do this without getting a ban?
Scott said something about mechanized Japanese.
I've been putting some
Japanese
mechanized Japanese fighting suit. Is that the right way of?
Yeah, that'll be the one. Yeah.
That's been wrapped in digital camo and weathered. So I've just got to edit the last part of the video on that, and that'll be going up on the tubes.
Many parts is that one? Is it 6 or is it a bit less?
Yeah, it's a bit. It's a 2-episode series, mate.
2 episodes, that one.
Yeah, because pretty much everyone knows how to put one of them together. So I've just gone into how I print out my A4 decal, etc., and wrap the kit in that. What else have I done? I've put the interior in my sub and some figures in there.
I like those little figures. They're cracking.
Yeah, so they're in there. God, they were a dog to paint and all.
Yeah.
Got one going up the ladder in the conning tower there, and all sorts of gubbins going on.
Did they have 2 Smoo Industries Shark's Mouth approved optimizers on to do that? Did you?
Yeah. I've got to paint that up, put the lighting in, and make up all the rigging and etc. for that. What else have I been building? Oh, I've started me transit van.
Oh, is that the Chatelieri one?
Yeah, it's the one that Fox did as the knackered old transit.
Yeah.
Started the body on it because I've modified again. I've modified the body on it. The side doors didn't open, and I want to do this one with an opening side door. So I've basically cut the door out, made my own little custom frame, and then I've got to make the hinge up. So I should be doing a tutorial on how I did that, how I make the hinges that this will open. And
there's a certain kind of diorama you're wanting to do with that kit, and it really tickled my fancy. Now.
Yeah, what I'm doing this as I'm doing this as a mobile Festa 6.7's workshop, and inside's going to be me at the bench building the transit. So yeah,
it's going to be quite cool.
And that's going to have a complete body wrap with decal sheet on that to get a trick paint job plus all the Festa logos and all of that gubbins on there.
That'll be cool.
So I shall go into detail. Like one of the lads was saying earlier about getting the decals for the camo he wanted. I just download images. I then run it through my Photoshop program, scale it to what I want, and then wrap the vehicle in it. So that might give him an idea on how to do that. So I won't cover the build in the video series because it's pretty straightforward build. But I'll cover how to cut the door out, how to make a frame, how to make a door hinge, a bit like I did with the Herald. Solely intentional, of course, nothing to do with cutting off the hinges.
Yeah.
So yeah, done me wheels this afternoon for it. Little set of 5-spoke custom alloys.
Nice.
Just to make it look a bit different. I'm going to put a roof spoiler on it and a body kit, and that's all going to be scratch built. I've covered the sub. Concord is still in primer. I haven't forgotten the Concord lovers out there.
The one that you're lighting up. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's got to have another coat underneath of primer. So that's pretty much what I've been up to. Oh, I've got one other one as well. Built that little bad boy as well this week.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah.
Beautiful.
So
I like that. It's an unusual model, isn't it? It's not one you see every day.
And then I've got to put the Swazies on the back because they always come down without them. So I've got to put my own on there. But yeah, it's been a busy little week.
Haven't they half been busy? I like that.
It's like anything. I like to try and get an archive of stuff because I'm not going to be able to build for a while after the surgery I've got coming up. So I'll just upload video.
Good evening, Scott Sutherland's in.
Good evening. I am just popping in to say hello, pretty much.
All hail the Puffin Master. All hail the Puffin
Master's in the house.
All hail the
I'm telling you,
Master.
it's Fox. It's the Puffin Master. I'm just doing his bidding.
You're the Puffin Lord.
He's a Puffin relocation department. Just catching up the chat quickly. Our Spidey Q8's in. Evening. This is hi to the gang. He's only here for a wee while. He's busy sitting for a friend. So babysitting, I take it. Yeah.
Oh, we're missing.
Did you say?
Yes, I'm only here briefly because I'm puppy sitting.
Oh, have you got model making puppy there, Scott? Have you?
No, he's got a bone, so he's through in the living room.
Oh, that's gorgeous. That's your sister's wee pup, isn't it?
Yeah.
The cracking little thing. So
and if I had half the energy of that puppy, I tell you.
Right, I'm just catching up in the chat a wee bit, Scott. We'll get on to you in 2 seconds. Keep it to hobby saying the Ford Transit's missing in his stack. Led Zeppelin, made in Germany.
Yeah. Good man.
John's getting a wee dig about spare decal sheets again. Has anyone got extra decal BAA Hawk decal sheet in 1/32? X32.
Was that 3 sets he's looking for?
No, he's after a sheet of decals himself. I think he's just after one set.
What he might be able to find, and this is sometimes what you can do, is you can type in that number in the Google, click on images, and it'll give you an image of it. Download it, resize it, print it out, and you've got some free decals.
Yeah. Rattlecan Rebel saying Ford Transit by Festa 67, pure class, diamond geezer.
Yeah, it's got to be done. I really want to modify the bodywork. Little roof spoiler, sculpt that in, and some flared arches and shizzle. So,
well, I don't. We seem to have been invaded by something. Dave, what on earth? Dave, what's
what?
Who's that?
Oh, hi, Einar.
That's Einar.
Oh, he's got Psycho Puffin.
He's Psycho Puffin scared the pit, though, isn't he?
Yeah. Pip. He doesn't like the name Pip. Look, see, you've upset him now.
And now, welcome to the City and Sweep Show.
Jared B was asking.
Have you got him house trained yet, Dave?
He's house trained. He's still biting though.
Jared B was asking, when putting a decal over another one, do you put a clear coat in between? I personally do.
Yes, I do as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
It saves them sticking together and
yeah. Let the one below dry, give it a quick coat of clear, and then put the other one on top once the clear coat's dried, and then another coat of clear. And stick them together.
Paul Chapman saying, love the Transit, wanting to do a Securicore van as I had worked for them for 25 years, but don't know how I would do the lettering. Any ideas? Is
it the same scale one as I've got? If it is, send me an email and I'll do you a set of decals.
So there you go, Paul. Give Festa 67 an email through. Is it Festa 67?
Festa 67 workshop @gmail.com.
There you go. So drop him a wee email, and I'm sure Colin will get you sorted out with something.
It's the same scale as mine, which is
1/25th. That van, is it not?
1/24.
1/24.
Same scale. Just let me know the colour and that. I'll do the search for the van, and we'll email each other as to the exact one you're after. If you've got a photograph of it or whatever, that'll help. And I'll get you a set, and I'll sit and design them for you, mate.
Yeah. Or if you know of specific writing that's on the van, then you can find pictures of it, and sort of give Colin those images as well.
If it's a particular number plate of the vehicle he drove, just give us that, and I'll do in that number plate as well, and a figure of him driving it.
Alan
Don't look like me, mate. I could have me in a balaclava with a sawn off next to it.
Alan Northwest Modeler saying, Scott, leave that puppy alone.
I'll do him a swap. He can have the puppy for a few days.
Keep it to hobby, says John Bennett. He has decals for the 132nd. A B8E Hawk. How many sets would that be? Keep it to hobby. So I'll let them chat amongst themselves in the chat.
Yeah, they might be able to help each other out with that one. You know what I mean? That's nice. Well done, lads. Thank you.
And he can always upload it to the decal section and then download it. That's why we've done a decal section. You know, if you've got some sort of aftermarket decals or something like that you want to share with folk, just post them up and people can print their own.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got images I've been playing with in different scales of camo, carbon fibre, things like that I'm going to upload there anyway, so the guys out there might get a use for them if they're doing bikes or carbon fibre on a vehicle or whatever.
Yeah.
I nearly choked on my sweet then, because what X-Patch just put in the chat.
A few of the lads are here due to secure vans. Aye.
YDQ8 says, I was thinking about a dodgy geezer with a balaclava and a sawn off. Yeah. Give us your fucking money.
Oh, there goes monetization.
I'll do him a soundboard as well if he wants.
Paul Chapman saying, thanks, Colin. Great help. I'll be in touch. And keep it to hobbies. Obviously talking to John about decals. Keep it hobby says he paints his camos and digital patterns anyway by airbrush and paintbrush. You do
I do
stuff with your paintbrush and airbrush, mate.
I did mine. With sorry,
absolute nightmare. You know, that's why I went for a decal wrap on that.
Yeah, digital camo will be a pain to try and paint that way, but normal camo, I did the Tony Ferkles method of using the.
Yeah.
I'll get it. I'll go get
tape, spray over it, and then another shape, and
yeah.
John Bennett saying you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Yeah, another good line of Michael Caine's was in Zulu, wasn't it? Don't throw them spears
at me. Yeah, you end up with a camo pattern like that.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, you're the Stormy Trooper guy. Let's stick that.
The first order one.
That took you ages to blooming mask that off, didn't you?
It took me a week to paint that. Yeah, with different. You know,
I'm the world's most laziest masker, mate. You know, if I can do it a simpler way, I'd rather try and shape a decal with set and sold and spend 6 hours masking.
It was good at the end. You end up with a little pile of like used.
I've got all of that left over.
Yeah.
I think Scott's dropped out. Right, Vincent has been sitting there nice and quietly. Vincent, have you got? You want to let the guys know what you've been working on? Oh.
Yeah, sure. You've all seen me working in the non-live hangouts on this. So, little Tamiya Panzer 4H.
You're a little bit quiet with your audio, Vincent.
Sorry, now I'll put my mic a bit up. So, I've been building on this little Panzer 4 by Tamiya.
That's nice. Welcome back, Scott.
Somebody pressed the wrong button.
And welcome back, Scott. Yeah. So I'm now waiting to burnish these. So got the metal tracks for it.
Is that these Fruel ones? Is it?
Yeah, the white metal ones. And then it's just a matter of doing up the camo and putting the side skirts on, and it's done.
Right. So the Fruel tracks are white metal and they're held together with little. Is it copper rod or brass rod?
Most people do it with a. You have a bit of copper wire, 0.5 mil wire, and you snip off the pins from the wire.
Right.
And glue them in. I use the pin method and just let me get a box of them. So basically, I get these little brass clothespins.
All right.
And I just hammered them home.
All right. So you do an interference fit. Yeah.
Yeah, that works on most tracks. Some are like because the construction of the real track is too fragile to do it, so you can't really, force those down without risking the track. But yeah, it's a quick way of doing it. You just end up drilling out and then just hammering them in. So quite easy.
What else are you working on?
Got a very tiny submarine here.
God, that is tiny. What scale's that?
1/700.
Right. Okay, that's teeny tiny.
Yeah, it's like it was a 30-minute build actually, and I painted it in 5 minutes. So it's fun because I'll still have to do the little plane that's on top of it. So
I take it they're not that expensive, those little 700 submarines.
Evening, Ted.
€5 I paid it.
Ted.
Evening, Ted. I paid
We have our special guest.
We've got a special guest in. I'll just take you off the big screen for 2 seconds, Vincent, just to say hello, sir. Good evening,
yeah, hello, Dad.
Professor Tedward McSkipperton. How are you?
Oh, fine, thanks.
He's
Just,
on focus.
sorry, I'm a bit delayed getting in. I've got visitors and I just had to see them first and then sort of make my excuses. And
The man cave,
Not the Ford squad again, then, Ted.
sorry, what?
Not the Ford squad, then.
No, not this. No, not this.
Mrs. Ted thinks you're out changing that very important light bulb he asked you to do.
Right, so that's a quick hello to Ted. We'll go back on to Vincent again because he was in the middle of showing us what he's been up to. So back on to Vincent.
So yeah, aside from that, still got Yamato going on, but I've kind of lost the mojo on, well, my courage rather, on doing the LEDs in the conning tower. So that's on the hold for just a bit until I work up the courage again to get started on the LEDs.
Right.
And I got
it a bit like, are you?
yeah, you've guys seen that I will be incorporating nano LEDs in it.
Mm-hmm.
And working with those is kind of stressing me out because
they're tiny.
I've got them on my bench here somewhere in the protective area because
Yeah, tiny.
These are the actual LEDs, these little dots on the end. So
you bought the pre-wired ones, haven't you?
yeah, I've bought pre-wired ones for that exact same reason. But still, I still have to lengthen the bit of wire that's on it, of course, to make them usable in the model. So that's stressing me out. But I got my first card as well going. I got a little cheaper Aoshima kit.
Ooh.
Like, was it only a tenner? And yeah, I mean, it comes with everything. It comes with a nice set of rims on and stuff. And the body on this is, look at those arches.
It is well flared out, that.
I love that era, the way the body kits were just so in your face, weren't they?
Yeah, it's going to be quite a lovely build and a quick one. So I've got the floor plate for that actually in my paint booth at the moment.
You've started it, yeah.
Yeah, so I can, because this needs to be in aluminium color, of course.
Right, so you've got the gloss black down, yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent, busy lad.
Yep, indeed. But yeah, I've drawn away from the complicated builds for a bit and then just gone for out of the box stuff.
Just for some, get your mojo back. Right, thanks for that, Vincent. I shall catch up in the chat. Right, where are we up to? Spidey Q8 says he likes that Panzer PZ 4. Yeah, Panzer 4. He's been getting into different tanks recently. He's got a few to build. Don't know whether to start with a Sherman or a T-34. Oh, it's got to be a Sherman, isn't it?
No, T-34 is quite an iconic tank as well.
Yeah. Alan shouting out, Tedward! Spidey Q8 shouting out, "'Tis Tedward McSkipperton." Chris for Gross Models is going, "Where's Ted's body?" John Bennett is done the old camel joke. Yeah, where's Ted's body and all that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is my working attire.
Yeah, so you can sneak off to your man cave and nobody sees where you are.
Assassin at the bench.
Rattlecan Rebel says, if anyone wants good reference with regards to transit vans and armed blags, rerun old episodes of the Sweeney.
Oh yeah, everybody, yeah, every bank robber had a transit van.
Yeah, Spidey Q8. Do you remember the Nissan advert where they said turn left, and he said why? Litter makes the car look good. It used to always be a stack of old empty cardboard boxes, didn't there, in the Sweden and Starsky and Hutch that they drove. and a fruit and veg stand.
So I'm actually quite concerned about something. It suddenly dawned on me.
Oh.
Ted,
Yo.
we haven't seen model making chicken since Christmas.
Oh, it's still about. We actually cleaned her out today and made her all comfy in a little nest, and she's been sort of scratching around the garden because the good weather's coming.
Well, just worried if KFC had maybe, you know.
I sold her off at a decent price to KFC. She'll make a comeback. We'll get once the weather's coming back. We'll get a good. We'll get her on screen. You have to excuse me a moment, folks. I haven't got the chat up yet. I'll have to find the chat.
We've got American. There we go. We've got American.
A lot of people in the chat, Ted, are just saying hello to you, mate.
Ah, right. Yeah, I do apologise. I'll hello to everybody in chat. I'll get along in a moment and I'll find the chat.
Well, you're getting a night off of chat anyway, mate.
Yeah.
I just enough on a Monday, you fella.
Yeah, it's just rather than my ears burning, I can see that people are talking about me. Feeling.
So, Scott, you're saying you're no on for long. Have you been up to anything this week apart from working and making?
Not particularly, you know. It's been quite a busy week at work, and
well, he's been programming a set of those stealth puffins to take over the world, haven't you, mate?
Mm.
I'm just doing Fox's bidding, I'm telling you.
Yeah, subliminal puffin messages. That's why you went off air just now. It was a stealth puffin pushed the button by mistake.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I've got mine here. Here's Airland. He's heading off to help Dave out because if Pip comes in, and although you said that Dave's puffin was an assault puffin, it's not Pip. Yeah.
Yeah, he's scared. He's scared. Don't say the P word. He's scared of her.
Yeah. What happened to him, Dave?
She grabbed him by the scruff of the neck and threatened to rip his head off. Just because he bit her on the backside.
So, have you been up to any model making, Scott, other than your jewellery up at Ortac up in Orkney? There's a wee punt for Ortac jewellery.
Little plug. But my boss will say thank you for that.
There you go.
No, it's because I've been so busy at work and I'm sitting at a bench all day at work making things. You know, when I come home at night, I don't really want to sit at a bench and make things.
Yeah, it kicks your mojo out a bit, doesn't it? Aye.
Yeah. And then the last few days we've had puppy, so I've had to puppy proof my bench, so it's everything that was within puppy grabbing ranges on top of the bench. And
I heard you had a bit of a Dave accident earlier in the week as well. I mean, Dave fell today and dislocated his pinky, which he just pulled back out because it's like proper well hard.
Yeah, because
you tried to buff. You tried to buff down the end of your finger or something.
Probably like that.
Yeah, so that's the fingers that are constantly getting hit on my polishing mops. The skin just at the edge of my nail gets worn down.
Right.
So just every so often I get like the skin splits just at the edge of the fingernail in here.
Oh, look at those lovely manicured nails. Yeah. You haven't managed to get any model making done?
No.
Should it be bent up like that at the end?
Well, mine is.
Well, yours bent the other way.
Yeah.
It's probably like hell now.
You should maybe go and get a professional to have a look, Dave.
Yeah. Hey.
Spidey,
where's Beaker?
He's working tonight in his taxi with the blue lights on it. Spidey Crate's pointing out something that the lassie in Hobbycraft mentioned to me last time I was in. If you sign up to the reward card, which I've got with Hobbycraft, but unless you read every single spam email that they send you, you don't know about the offers. They give you a code and your next purchase is 15% off. Wish you'd known that before you got the £8 bottle of matte varnish, but it might be useful for anyone fancying it. Yeah, I've got the Hobbycraft loyalty card as well, and you just get spammed with loads of emails. And when I went in, she says, "Oh, do you know you get offers now and again?" It's like it's too much spam to find them. Alan says, "Dave, it's fine. Keep it to a hobby." Says Colin has a Concord finger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
Comes in handy, though, when I'm playing guitar, because I don't have to bend the end of it.
Yeah. Or when you're picking your nose, you can get right in them tight spots.
Yeah, right.
My good friend Mike Mountain's been sitting there nice and quietly. Mike, you've been working on quite a lot this week. Would you like to tell our viewers tonight? We're up to 33. Just before Mike comes in and shows you what he's been doing this week, if you have come onto our channel via Facebook and you're watching on the little window, hit the YouTube icon and it'll bring you into the YouTube page.
Model making gurus in Jack Hackett. There's arse magnets.
You will, you will, you will.
He's just popping in to say hello. He's not brave enough to come into the chat. Right, Mike, over to you, young man. What have you been working on?
Well, a few have mentioned in the chat earlier if we finished the Herald, so just thought I'll just grab mine up there and slap. See, I haven't seen it in the dungeon.
I love that dial.
Hey, slap it on, that trademark, that. Yeah, I'll send
it on.
Yeah, expect a royalty fee for that.
So,
yeah, Ted, you've got to give us a slap it on bin that we're live.
Hold on, I'll put him on the big screen first before he does that. Right now, I'll take Mike off, I'll put Ted on, and we'll wind him up, press the button, and it's...
Slap it on!
It was even out of focus.
Making guru, by the way, says that would be an ecumenical matter.
Yes. An ecumenical matter, so it would be, yes.
The Puffin Lord has joined us.
Yeah, the Puffin Lord and the Puffin Master.
We must.
yeah.
Alan was saying, nice picture, Mike. Obviously, that's you were showing off your dial, your herald there with it on the ramp and everything. And Jared B says, I love that too. And Foxy Baby is saying, looking fab at Mike Mountain.
Yeah.
Thanks, Fox. Thanks, everyone.
On you go.
Is it still on me? Yeah. Oh,
Still
right.
on you,
Okay.
man, yes, it's back on you. We were just getting to slap it on.
My brother's friend asked me to, or he gave me this kit, but I'm giving it back to him when I've built it. I'm just try fitting all the insides at the moment, but it's a 7-class RNLI lifeboat.
I wouldn't mind building one of them. That's a
And-
nice model, isn't it?
The other night, as Ted pointed out, the inside of the cabin, if you want to call it that, for a better word, is all black, apart from the hand railings that they grab onto, which are white.
You're not allowed to say that, Mike. It's reflectively challenged.
And Ted did actually suggest putting a red LED in, which I think is an absolutely superb idea, and I'm going to do that. So at least there'd be a nice red glow in there then when
Yeah, give
put
it
the coin cell back in. But yeah, it's a cracking little kit. It really is a good little kit.
What make a kit is that, Mike?
It's
Comes
it's
with
an
a
Airfix.
Comes
An
with a
Airfix
helicopter.
one. Maybe you can see that.
I don't know if up a little bit higher. Just hide your face. Sorry, we'll see it if you hide your face. There we go.
Look at that.
That's a lovely looking wee kit. That I don't know if you can tell it.
That helicopter, Mike, that's the same one that's in the Airfix starter kit.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Shouldn't take
Kelly box.
too long then. And the other thing I'm also in the process of doing is the A380, painting all the seats still.
That's
Been
a
going on
sexy
for-
deck. Yeah.
I'm now onto the other deck now, the lower deck. So
Oh, that's
cheap
some of my seats.
I've done all the wings, done all the undercarriage, put all the LEDs in, primed. So just got to get that, and then it's got a full interior, Terry.
A full interior, and
Yeah.
we've matched our maximum viewers. We're up to 36. Yay!
New peoples. Hello.
And that's me.
Thank you very much for that, Mike. I'll just catch up in the chat a little bit. Model making guru, aka Fox, is going. Fox is going. What's mooing?
What's moving?
Chris is going. Is it Monday? I think that's aimed at Ted. Keep it to a hobby. Saying Mike, great work, looking like a proper lifeboat. Mike, do you know the German lifeboats, the DGZRS?
No, I don't, but I'll look for one. I'm going to write that down while it's still on the screen.
Yeah, a DGZRS to do German lifeboats. Yeah, because I quite like ships that are functional, like police boats, lifeboats, stuff like that. And they're quite hard to find nowadays.
Yeah.
Spidey QA is getting a wee dig at Mars Z250 build. It says, if you don't finish a lifeboat, it sinks, Terry. Not like a bike that just hides half built under a tarp, like. Yeah, cheers, Spidey. Yeah,
He's not used to us, didn't he?
I myself have suffered this week a really low mojo for building or anything in general, so I haven't really got much done at all. So yeah, I will get onto that. And Alan from Northwest Modeler went, excellent work, Mike. So there you go.
Thanks, Al. Thanks,
Terry?
mate. Yes.
Terry, if they're difficult to get, does that make them hardships?
Oh.
Sorry?
If they're difficult to get, would that make them hardships?
Oh.
Oh, cue the tumbleweed on aisle 5.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, we're a couple of people short tonight. So yeah, Reese is out doing his ambulance technician duties. So he's away in his ambulance tonight. Don't know where the yams went. He's not filled in the correct form with the HR department. So Mike will be having lunch later. So Ted, I know it's your night off and everything, but you've been posting up lovely pictures of. It wasn't planned this way, but Dave did the same build with the LRDG truck and an SAS.
Oh, hello, puppy.
And you've made some really nice progress on it. Are you allowed to show us any of it?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
You've not got a handy. What you're in the middle of doing? Have I got you in it?
what I'm doing at the moment is I'm doing a little sort of what's the word, diorama, little scene for the LRGG. Just a bit of a polystyrene base and a couple bit of polystyrene stuck on with some desert sand, desert sand stuck on it.
All right.
Quite nice, really. I'm not going to go overboard and do lots on it. It's just doing the LRDG, the truck and the Jeep, just meeting at a rendezvous before they go on. So it's just something so I can display them together.
That's cool.
I've got the truck already here. It's not quite finished. If you keep it in focus.
Set and shot, yeah.
It's not quite finished. It just needs a little bit of touching. But once I get it on the base, it'll be all weathered.
Weather it in to match the base. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So I'll put some dust and stuff on it. So that's that one. Lovely little kit. Loads of stuff in the back as well now.
Beautiful, that is. Really.
Just a nice wee mojo.
Fantastic work there, Ted.
Just a wee mojo sort of thing in between that, because that is a marathon job on that big sub that you're doing, the big
Yeah, well, the subs come on, and now I've got my computer back, I can get back to filming. This week, I don't know if you've seen this yet, I've finished
gorgeous.
The conning tower. So I just need to brush up. I really need to sort of finish the video for this, hopefully tomorrow. I didn't get a chance to do it today. Get the next video finished and then put it together, and you could see how that went together.
That's gorgeous.
That is just a work in itself. It's a lovely kit in itself, that.
We were having a little joke about that. Like, it's a massive kit, but if you could just get the conning tower separate, you could have done a dio of it breaking the waves, eh?
You could have done, yeah, you could have done. And I think I've said it before, if somebody was interested in just a certain part of a submarine, say they were a torpedo man or an engineer, they could just get that.
Yeah, get that section, couldn't they?
Build it, yeah. Be nice.
Thanks for that, Ted. Sorry for putting you on the spot there. Right. Spidey Q8 saying, got to sneak at least one in. I'm in withdrawal as I'm away from the bench this week. That's a nice detailed looking floaty thing, by the way, Mike. So that was up your lifeboat. Dean Briggs is in. Good evening, Dean. He says, good evening all. Great show and chat as always. Thanks for that, Dean. Alan from Northwest Modeler says, that's nice, Ted.
Thank you, Alan.
Dean Briggs is going, hi, Mike. And Davey UK says, nice work, Ted. Yes, lovely job. So, right, have we covered every bit? Oh, we've not sort of went on. I've not done a lot, I'll be quite honest, and I haven't finished my Herald. I have somehow...
Been asleep all?
Detention.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
I did lose my bumper. Somebody said,
I have a bumper if you want it. I can't find the indicators, though.
somebody did offer the bumper, but I have lost the indicators of the clear parts. I didn't notice them when I threw the clear sprue away. But yeah, I'll bring the camera down and let you have a little look and see where I got with it. I'm in the final sort of stages with it. I'll just get my camera gimbal set up so you can kind of see where I've got with it. Get my light in a decent bit so you can sort of see the shine. It's not a perfect paint job. It's not a perfect paint job because I was told that the sort of purple candy coat that I put on, that you didn't need to thin it down, and you did, so I ended up with orange peel on it. But there is a nice depth of shine on it. You can maybe see that as it's rotating round. I have managed to get a decent depth of shine, but there is orange peel on it, which annoys the hell out of me. I still have the rear lights to put on and chrome up the rear bumpers and everything, and a little handle at the back and the door handle to put on. I used that Molotov liquid chrome stuff for the wee hubcaps. We'll wait till it comes round. In fact, I'll take the bonnet off, but you can see there's a decent level of shine on there, so I'll just take the bonnet off. I've got all my battery and everything. The hubcaps look nice and chromey, so that's that Molotov stuff. I've tried it in the airbrush. I'm not getting good results in the airbrush with it. It's brilliant if you brush it on, but you can't brush over what you've brushed already. And as far as putting the clear parts in, I mucked up a bit in the windscreen because they don't fit very well. I've been using this new GS Hypo cement that we're talking about. See if I can get it to focus.
I forget that.
The GS Hypo cement.
Smoo's not in focus.
It's really good for doing the clear parts and everything. So what I'll do is I'll just stop this rotating now. The engine detail and everything, all the little battery and all that, they were all done in Citadel paints. And what I did was I just went over them with 2 times more shine to give them a sort of semi-gloss luster. So I'm almost there with it. But I'm missing my front indicators and my bumper and that. So I kind of lost my mojo on that. The other thing, which is quite interesting in this, is that Colin made his own hinges up. And I can see why he did his own hinges, because to get that bonnet to line up, you actually have to push it down and back to get it to line up. So Colin made his own scratch-built hinges. I left mine as it is, and it kind of sits like that, which is a bit shite, being honest. So I think if I do display it, I'll display it with the bonnet up. Yeah, so it's just like ancillary items like door handles and stuff. But because I'm missing my indicators, I've lost interest in it. But it's quite shiny. So I've done that. Another thing I was working on, Dave sent me a jokey thing at Christmas. And again,
serious.
It's a near fixed starter kit. I've never built anything like it. I don't even know what scale it is. It's a little HMS Victory. I'll just pull my camera back up a bit, see if you can make that out there.
I send him the Pride of Portsmouth, and he.
Let's see if I can get this. And so I've apart from the little flags and it are little decals. So I've not done anything like this. So I've managed to get the weathering on the flags on the sails. He did say he was actually going to send me. He was going to take the sails out the kit and give me some material and a needle and thread so that I could do it. But yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It's a fun little kit that I've been doing in the background with the guys.
The 2 months.
Yeah. 2 months.
I want him to build a diorama for it.
Yeah. I might have to Christmas models on that now. The water for the dial. I think I would need to. And yeah, I don't know if you've seen it in my last one. A wee retro minion spot guy. I did him a wee while ago. He's a bit of fun. Great little thing just to do to get your mojo back. Relatively inexpensive little guys and a wee bit of fun. I'll probably, the guys that were in last week would have seen this. I'm really chuffed with this. This is my, it's from the Games Workshop Horus Heresy range. It's a Contemptor Dreadnought. So he's all painted up with edge highlighting, bluing on his guns and all the rest of it. And really fantastic little model. And I've actually started doing some.
Yes.
Just for scale. Space Marines. I've started doing little Space Marine guys. And they're really quite tiny compared to the big guy. And I've also got the big Rhino. But it's not a Rhino, it's... oh, what the hell is it? big tank thing. Hold on, I'll pull my camera back. This big thing.
A Razorback.
Razorback. Woollyback in Wales.
All this little figure painting stuff has really got me wanting to do, stuff like that. So I'm building these guys up just now. I'm leaving one unbuilt, and I'll there's loads of videos out there, but I'll do a video of me painting one of the guys up for you to see, and that's basically what I've been up to.
Twunk.
So yeah, I've not been doing a lot. I've been suffering with a severe lack of mojo, just with general things that's going on in my life at the moment that haven't quite went to plan. So yeah, so that's kind of where I am. So let's
excellent.
Yeah. Don't you come to Portsmouth now, mate? After saying that about HMX Victory, you'll swing from the ice. Yeah, now, mate.
What did I say about it that was untoward?
A joke.
What did I say about the victory? I can't remember now.
Yeah. Yeah, best you speak the one out, mate. The Royal Navy's coming to sort you out.
I've got decals to do that, but I think there's less than 3 sets required on that one. Yeah, so Fox went, I see Space Marines. Alan's went, shiny Smoo. Fox
talking of that. Talking of those Space Marines.
Mm-hmm.
Fox, if Terry wins that competition you did were to win them Space Marines, can you just give him 3 in a set?
Oh, for crying out loud. Dave, you bugger.
Ooh, Dave.
You Batman, Dave. I'm trying to get my camera the right way again. See my ugly facade. Fox is saying, is orange peel in the gloss, and did you use a lacquer gloss? If so, maybe get some card detail polish in the hand, buff it. I colour sanded back in between each coat. Fox, unfortunately in that kit, I didn't realise, and anybody that's going to be doing this buddy build with us on the Airfix starter kits, wash your kits. If you've got a beetle or anything, wash it. There's mold release agent on. So I went on with Steinores straight onto the vehicle to start with, and it gave a really shitty paint job. So I flatted all that back, and then I put my silver coat on, and that was all right. And then this stuff that I used for the sort of candy coat, the Minotaur stuff, told me not to thin it. So I had a perfectly smooth coat before that went on, and I didn't thin it, and that orange peeled. So I did try and sand it back a bit, but then you're going down to the silver because you've got silver underneath, and then you would have to have redone all the silver in that. So I just left with the orange peel. So yeah, it was that coat that gave me my orange peel, Fox. The top coat is a lacquer coat. I just used a lacquer Mr. Colour clear. And it kind of brought it back a bit, but there is still orange peel on it, and that's the blue candy coat underneath. It's causing orange peel. There's no orange peel on the silver coat. I tend to flat back when I'm doing super shiny. I flat back between every coat, and I wet sand, and I use micro mesh. I've got different grades of it, but that's the 12,000 stuff. I did polish it up. There's no need to go out and buy these expensive Caranuba waxes and stuff like that. There you go, Autoglim. I haven't tried it on acrylic paints, but on lacquers, which is one normal cars, brings it up lovely and shiny. So yeah,
I'm done.
What's that, Dave?
The cars. I'm done.
You're done.
The cars.
Done.
I'm done.
Oh, let me stick you on the big one.
Nice.
That is an unusual colour, Dave. That's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
There's no polish on there. There's no 2-pack or 2 times more shine. It's just straight Tamiya.
Was it
X14?
X16. And a makeup pad. Makeup removal pad. And a bit of elbow grease.
How long do you let it dry before you start buffing it up with a makeup pad?
I give it about 36 hours to make sure it's good and hard, and then I polish away.
Said the actress to the bishop.
Yeah.
That looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it's all in the wrist, mate.
Yeah.
Matron.
You get plenty of practice at that, don't you?
Aye.
I'm saying nothing.
It's
there as well.
I use my wrist all day, you know. I don't know what he's on about. I think he's just being filth again.
Paul Chapman was saying very nice, Smoo. Spidey Q8 saying that's looking nice, Terry. Tony Black looks great. Spidey Q8 says, I don't think I've ever seen a shiny Herald. Yeah, a lot of the guys, I think Mike was one of the other one that went for shiny, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Everybody else's went for all the rusty ones.
No, mine's not rusty.
Keep it to the hobby says, how can I cam here? Need to elaborate on that one, mate. Yeah, Spidey Q8, Ingrid, Space Marines. Rattlecam Rebel said there were 2 Heralds in the Black Country recently, but sadly they met their demise.
Ooh.
Fox
I got that, mate. You're all right.
In response to Dave's comment about, you know,
just got that.
If I was lucky enough to win his draw for the Space Marines, Dave's safe to send me 3. He says, no, I'll give them all 5, but I'll cut some pages out the instructions, so there's only 3 in there. Fox is saying the stuff at Orange peeled, maybe, is that like ammo paints, needs to be built up in mist layers. It just needs thinned, Fox. It does spray out a 0.5, but it orange peels. I tried it afterwards, after rubbing it back and thinning it out, and it would have sprayed on brilliant. So if I hadn't orange peeled it to start with and didn't have another paint I wanted to keep under it, I could have flattened it right back and just started again. It just needs thinned. Recommended for polishing for my time. All right. Carnauba waxes are only for adding shine, not correcting imperfections. Okay, right, aye. Keeping it to hobby, says Dave. G, nice work, mate.
Thank you.
Even Chris from Ghost Models went, nice, Dave.
Cheers, mate.
Spidey Q8 can confirm that Auto Glim works well on Humbrol enamel too. Use it on his bike, so I thought I'd try it on the smaller ones, and it polishes nicely. Tony Black uses those makeup pads for cleaning out the cup of an airbrush. Paul Chapman's going, nice job, Dave.
Cheers, mate. It's all Northwest Modelers' fault and all them lot and shiny.
Fox is on about more polishing using an actual cutting compound with micromesh. Yeah, I do have some cutting compound, but I think it's a bit too coarse. I've got Q10. I probably need something a bit. Yeah, a lot of the guys that are doing super shiny and doing the 2K ultra clears will basically do what I do with the micromesh and take it back with 12,000, and then they'll go into different cutting compounds. The Tamiya cutting compounds I've heard are really, really good, and some of them use them in combination with the micromesh. Just to get it really, really, really nice before polishing them up.
What, you know about the Herald?
No, just generally about shiny paint.
Oh, I was going to say, if it was the Herald, just use a Brillo pad. That's what they used to do in the 60s, isn't it?
What's it call it? An oily rag restoration. Used to do that with old bikes. Just get an oily rag and wipe it over.
Yeah.
Jared B's going, nice vet, Dave.
Thank you.
On about these shiny paints, I hope Mike Mountain's taking note, because that lifeboat needs to be super shiny.
Yeah.
Super shiny.
Super shiny.
Lifeboat, oh yeah.
Fox
Yeah.
is saying Auto Glim's crappy stuff. Well, it was the stuff they used in the Mercedes dealership when I worked there as an apprentice, so I can only go by that. But yeah, there is a lot of nicer stuff out there now. But he's going for a detailer's point of view, because Fox used to work in a detailing shop where we did a lot of high detail work. If it's good enough for Mercedes, it's good enough for a wee lacquer model. Yeah, and Dean Briggs. What's that? Sorry,
I feel at home. I feel at home. Ted's out of focus.
Like you said, yeah, I haven't touched the camera. I haven't been off screen, but it just doesn't want to play ball tonight.
Oh, there we
That's
go.
it. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, Dean Briggs is on about Tamiya polishing compounds. I've still got to get some of them, but I don't use 2K. It's just a bit too much for my extractor at the moment.
I'm not used to that.
Spidey Q8 is going, oh, my viewing pleasure is complete. Ted is out of focus already.
That's it. Just to make you feel it, just to make everybody feel at home.
Yeah. It's unnerving when you're in focus.
Into a full sense of security by staying in focus.
It's all right. I've got the sign up here just to remind me it's not Monday.
It's not Monday.
Oh, sorry, it's not Monday.
So Tony Black says I use Magira's polish or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if my paint jobs were up to a standard, a decent polish would take on them, but no, I'm not yet. I'm not quite 2K clear, ultra shiny.
In fact, Ted,
Oh.
Ted, you can swear on here. You're amongst friends.
Well, we're in public, so you know.
Ted's not like that.
Yeah, I'm not like you, uncouth, unkept southerners. So
I'm not southern. I'm from Morecambe. What about?
What about the other guys? I mean, I know Scott does shiny stuff. Colin does shiny stuff. What do you use, guys?
Well, I don't. If I'm going for super shiny finish, I won't use Pledge as the final top coat. I'll use it between decals, etc., and then I'll go for a proprietary clear coat, and then I've got a buffing wheel that goes on my Dremel, and I just use
one of them.
Yeah, I just use a polishing compound and go over it with my Dremel.
You've got to keep it wet though, because if they dry out, it burns the paint or something. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, what a puffing wheel! It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
You'll be amazed, mate, how you can polish with a puffin.
Yeah, aye. a puffin flapper wheel.
Trouble is, I got arrested for it inappropriately touching a puffin. I don't know what they was on about.
Dean Briggs is going shiny, happy people. Yeah, there's a couple of heads that are a bit more shiny than normal. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's actually 2 or 3. Sorry, that's my bad. There's actually 3 sets of shiny heads tonight. Fox is talking about that Magooler's stuff. Seemingly there's professional stuff and stuff that the consumers get. There's always different stuff for balloting boys. Tony Black went, that's the bunny. What, on the buffer wheel? Right, okay. That's Spidey Q asking Fox, what polishes do you recommend? And Tony Black's just got some 0-packs 2-pack clear coat. Yeah, I'd like to try it, but the little bench vent that I've got, it struggles with the lacquers that I spray already. It's not got enough throughput, not enough cubic feet per minute on it. It's fine with acrylics. When you start getting into lacquers, you're still getting it floating about the room. So we need to go into one of the bigger bench vents to do that. And I certainly don't want to shoot 2K through in that wee vent. Not in the house anyway. Because you see, when they use that in automotive, it's, you know, they've got big pressurized booths with lots of extraction and all that. So I'm personally not happy in using that in the home unless I get a better extractor. What about you guys? What do you use for extraction when you're painting?
I've got a spray booth with all the pipe work going under me bench and out through the wall, mate.
Is it the same as mine, the wee fold-out sort of suitcase one?
Oh, yeah. I just lift up where I've got my Smoo Industries brush holders and all of that gubbins. I just lift them off, and underneath is a rectangular cutout, and I just drop me.
Oh, look at that!
Adapter in it.
Alien Dave.
Goes out through the wall, mate.
I use full-on safety protection and a cricket box.
What's that, Dave?
I use full safety protection and a cricket box.
Dave.
Can I get a translator one, please? Yeah.
Issue protection and a cricket box.
And a cricket box. Mm.
A name, rank, and number, please, before when you take your mask off.
Gas.
6464678.
Gas.
Yes.
You daft bugger.
Would we expect anything less from Dave?
What, it's sweaty in that thing?
Tony Black
Said the actress to the bishop.
Yeah.
Tony Black saying he's waiting for a day that he can open the outside door. Paul Sharpland agrees it's great stuff, but it's very toxic.
Hey, Luke's in. Luke's in from Black Rifle Models.
I was going to give Luke a wee shout out, actually. By the way, Paul Stewart's in as well.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Paul
Not joining in the chat.
Paul Stewart's going, Dave, how's your gammy finger and where the fuck is your hair?
It's sore and it's gone.
Well,
Boo-boo.
I was going to actually say something that we talked about earlier, but I thought I better not.
Well, Dave got wind that we was a mix
Hello.
down tonight, so he thought he would be my sidekick.
Yeah.
Look who's come to join me.
Oh,
Hello.
We'll get Scott as a puppy, model making puppy up.
Model making puppy.
This is a gorgeous wee puppy. That's your sister's dog, isn't it?
Yeah, his.
Uh-huh.
Wait, just a second.
Nah, you're not getting it, Scott. Nah, he's not coming up.
Nope.
Nah. We've seen him. What? You posted a little video up just to us guys earlier on. He was eating a kit box. I found quite tasty.
Yeah.
Was it a Ravel kit?
Yeah, I think he was giving his opinion on Ravel kits.
Yeah, the dog was tearing hell out of an empty Ravel kit box. It was like, that's what I think of Ravel.
Yeah, he's a bit of a handful.
Keep it to hobbies, laughing at Dave. Yeah, Black Rifle Model Works. Right, see this Black Rifle Model Works? It usually comes in under, is it Luke? Have I got that right, Luke?
Yeah, Luke. Yeah.
He's started up a YouTube channel, guys. He's basically done an intro and a little bit about, you know, what he's got planned. He does a lot of nice armor builds and that, and he's doing stuff for a friend of his who was a medic in the army. So he's trying to source models like the Lambo ambulance and all that sort of thing. So he talks a little bit about that and the stuff that he's doing. So if you go over and give Black Rifle Model Works, who is Luke on the dungeon, go over and give him a little sub, give him a little boost. Talking about subs and boosts, I'm at about 492 subscribers now, guys, and I'm really, really chuffed. And other people on this chat tonight, I've also got YouTube channels. Obviously, mine's a Smoo's Workshop. Collins is Festa 67's Workshop. And he does a lot of interesting stuff in there. He doesn't tend to do out-of-the-box builds. He adds lights to them, cuts and chops them. So again, Festa 67's Workshop. If you've not subbed to
Kit bashing.
if you've not subbed to Colin, shout out for Festa 67's Workshop.
Cheers, Smoo.
Also, Scott hasn't started his channel yet, but he's.
Yes, I now have proper software, though. But I haven't had a chance to play around with it yet.
On the same.
Oh, and yeah, Dave's planning on one. Have we got a name for yours yet, Dave?
Butchering Models.
Yeah.
It's up there, Butchering Models.
So Dave's going to be starting one called Butchering Models, but he's going to be aiming it at the new and younger model makers, try to get kids into the hobby. Scott's one is lots of shiny, lots of bikes, lots of armour, and it's the Junkworks TV or something?
Junkworks TV when it's up and running.
I'm pretty sure we'll get a punt up in the dungeon once you actually get that up and running.
Yes. Yep.
Vincent, who's been sitting quietly in the background, is he away for the camera? Is he?
He's there.
For the camera. Vincent's one is Mr. Loth's Model Making. So you might recognise Mr. Loth's Model Making. That's Vincent. Of course, we've got Skipper Ted in, who has his own channel as well as the E-Models one. What's your one, Ted?
The E-Models channel, the YouTube channel is Skipper Ted, because I had that one before. It was called Skipper Ted before Skipper's Scale Models came to start. So that's what that is. But there's a Facebook page for Skipper Ted. There's a Facebook page as well for Skipper Scale Models, which I tend to do more on that at the moment than I do on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
That's because you're E-Models Association, though, isn't it? Yeah, aye.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. Have I missed anybody? Mike Mountain Scaly Models, but I don't think you put any content up, Mike, do you?
No, I don't. No content yet.
You do on your Facebook.
I'm going to be looking at.
You have got a Facebook page, Scaly Models.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be looking at doing some scratch building. I think for the web page.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Something different.
Oh, the chat just went whoosh. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Right, here we go. I've caught back up again. Yeah, so Black Rifle Model Works at the Luke. We're giving him a shout out. He went better late than never, evening, folks. He's got a proper man beard. Yeah, proper facial I did a shout out to you, Vincent, there, but we're on about everybody's YouTube channels whilst you're away. I was telling them it was Mr. Roth.
Cheers. Yeah, I was grabbing some food.
Have you got a Facebook page of the same name as well? Have you?
Yeah, same name.
Mr. Loths, Loths.
Yeah, Mr. Lots model making, exactly the same as the YouTube.
Excellent. Paul Stewart saying the cricket box is for when Pip kicks him in the spuds for being mean to her darling Colin.
Yeah. Bullies me. Well spotted, mate. Pip's aware.
Yeah. Dean Briggs said that's a major improvement, Dave.
So I'm taking him down the tattoo studio next.
As everybody saying hello to Luke. They're all talking about different polishes. Chris for Gross Models goes puppy. X-Back Spain's extractor is a kitchen extractor when her indoors goes out.
Good man.
Good plan.
Fox is giving it puppy dog times. They're all saying hello to each other. Keep it to hobby says Revel kits. You just need to know how to handle them. And I was right that it is Luke for Black Rifle. Right, I have no idea what Spidey Q8's on about. Everybody's subbing. I'm struggling to keep up with the chat here because it just went whoosh. There's a lot of polishing chat going on. Dean Briggs is saying, Smoo, I know you like choppers. I've just bought the Zvezda 172 ML26 Halo Russian helicopter kit. That sounds like I haven't done it. It's like that car. I've not done a car model for over 35 years. I've not done a helicopter for over 35 years as well, but I remember I used to like doing helicopters. I have no idea what that Halo Russian helicopter kit is, but it sounds like fun.
Me and Reese have stupidly agreed to do the Revell 124 Huey as a buddy build. It's notoriously bad Revell kit. So any of you out there want to be part of my one-man Revell crusade, feel free to watch them ones.
You will have to have a...
Hey, it's not one-man one. I'm doing the same, mate.
You're doing the same?
One man, I love doing Revell kits.
Good man.
You need to have a degree in making Smoo though.
Yeah,
I've got 5 bottles of it at the moment on the go, all different colours.
My next one's a Revell.
Yeah, Corvette. Lovely. Keep it at a hobby saying Mike Scratch is a great thing to do to a model kit. Yeah, Mike Mountain does a lot of scratch build, and we just need to suggest, like, go and make something, and Bonfie's made it. You know, so he likes his scratch building.
Oh, I do.
Paul Stewart is saying, when does Ted do this week's What's in Store?
You could do, Ted. You could put your skipper scale model T-shirts and.
No, it's Saturday night, so it's what's on offer at the offie.
What's on offer at the offie?
Bottle of Buckfast.
Hey, cans of Stella for $4.99 or something like that one, eh?
Buy one, get 2 free.
Yeah.
I need to check with Scott. My little puffin, Erland, is Dolly Mixtures okay for puffin feed?
In small amounts, yes.
Right, okay. So I'm not wanting loads of little puffin poos all over the place. Right, that's fine. As long I was just checking.
I hope Dave's not been sticking some of a liner's puffin feed.
No, look, still unopened, and he's got half of that one left as well.
You've managed to take that away for she who farts in bed.
No, she doesn't like whiskey and she doesn't like rum, so we're all right. Scott made a good choice of puffin food.
See, I like rum, but I don't like raisins. So rum and raisins, like, I have to pick the raisins out.
Oh, I used to love the old Jamaica.
Old Jamaican rum, yeah. Is that
the chocolate, the chocolate, the bar of chocolate. Old Jamaica.
All right.
But the only place you can get it in the world now, even though it's made by Cadbury's, the only place you can buy it in the world is in Canada for some strange reason.
All right. Okay. Just catching up in the chat, just trying to keep on top of it as it's whizzing by. Shane Young, this is aimed at Mike Mountain. Obviously, he loves his Herald build and the scratch building aspect of it. He says if it's anything like your Herald's dial, it will be great, Mike. So if you're planning on doing like
Cheers.
videos of scratch building and. Spidey creates saying sorry for hijacking the chat. No, you guys feel free to chat away to each other in the chat. It's just when I'm scrolling down, I'm sort of picking up everybody chatting to each other. It's getting busier in the chat now, so that's no problem. I mean, that's what the chat's there for. Obviously, if you direct questions at us, it helps us bounce back and interact with you because but feel free to chat amongst yourselves as well.
Fox is saying Orkney Fudge. Want.
Mine.
Tony Black saying the joys of living alone. I can do what I like as far as modelling goes. Yeah, well, I'm pretty much like that as well. But I still got to watch with spraying lacquers because the house kind of does fill with it, and you try to go to bed and you're like breathing in 2K clear. Obviously, Spidey Q is talking away to Fox about polishing, and Tony Black says, "Oh, you were on about the Buddy Build, Colin. He has got that Huey kit."
Oh, is he? Good man.
And also, Luke says, I have the 30-second Huey if I can jump in on that Revel Buddy Build. So it looks like there's 4 people. It's supposed to be a pig of a kit, but there you go. So I'll leave that up to Colin if he wants to organise. Obviously, he's got hospital and stuff like that. So it'll be later on in the year, Luke. But I mean, we know that Beaker's got one, Colin's got one, that's Luke got one, and Tony Black's got one, so that's 4 Hueys. So
yeah, no worries, mate. Call it Huey Lewis of the news. Sorry, I'm going to carry on with my sprue, dude.
Yeah, no, it's all about encouraging interaction and that. And if there's 4 people,
I need to open the window. I think we get a bit stoned here.
It's nice to see you guys want to do buddy builds and stuff. It's great.
Yeah, the more the merrier, mate. I'm up for it.
So a bit of chat amongst each other. Oh, Spidey Q8 goes clotted cream fudge, Cornish.
Yeah.
Fudge.
I think this is aimed at Dave. Stephen Reynolds. Oh, is that a new name in the chat, Stephen?
Hello.
Paul
jumped in.
Hello.
You've got to have chocolate hobnobs as well, haven't you?
Oh, Paul.
No, it's just the way I'm sitting, Colin.
Hello, Paul.
We'll give Paul a wee minute once I've caught up with the chat. We'll get on to Paul, who's just joined us. That's Paul Stewart.
Evening, Paul.
Right, guys, I'm gonna have to bail because I'm gonna have to take pop.
Oh, fine, be like that.
Okay, you take care of yourself. Take that.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Take care, Scott. Bye-bye.
This was
Don't like any of the rest of you.
Dave was on about the old Jamaica chocolate. Stephen Reynolds says, evening, Stephen. He says, Tesco still sell the old Jamaica chocolate, Dave?
Do they?
I'll have to try for that.
But Christopher Bruce Model says Dave isn't allowed in Tesco because he works for another retailer.
Or Portsmouth Town Centre because of the restraining order.
Yeah.
So Spidey Q8's asking, what exactly have you done in Tesco? Or can you tell us in here?
No, I work for a rival company, so it begins with an M.
Mazda.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
I
McDonald's.
used to work for Tesco, but I used to go in the stores wearing my Tesco uniform. Used to love it.
Yeah.
Fox is still chatting away in chat about all the different promotions and printing and stuff. Rattlecan Rebel, no 10% discount for Dave at Tesco.
Yeah, no, only at the M place.
And I was right, Stephen Reynolds is a new name. He says, hello everyone, just came across your channel today, so thanks for joining in, Stephen.
Hello, Stephen. Welcome aboard, mate. Feel free to join the dungeon and I'll approve your membership.
Yeah.
For those that are in the chat and haven't yet joined Smoo's Dungeon, it's a friendly little place where you can show off your work and interact with us outside the live feeds. It's on the Facebooks, it's Smoo's Dungeon. You can find the link either from my Smoo's Workshop page or from Colin's Fester67's Workshop page. Admin approval is required before you join, but yeah, just say hi.
The link in the chat for them if they want.
Yeah, do that for us, Colin. That would be absolutely excellent. Thanks.
Back in a minute, just going to get some lemonade.
No problem. Would that have gin in it, Ted?
I can't say what.
Oh, by the way, the reason I was running away from the bench so much is that these are now burnished. They were shiny, now they are not.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So you've burnished all the tracks up. So how long does that take, Vince?
It depends. If you do them in loose links and you can just pour the bottle in and cover all the links because, they'll be sitting in the corner like covered in fluid. Then it doesn't take all that long, a couple of minutes. What I have to do, though, is I pour in water so they're almost completely inundated, and then I pour in the bottle and mix it up.
The other thing you've got to watch when you're doing 2 sets of tracks is that you time them the same amount for them to burnish the same amount. Is that right?
Yeah, you do them at the same time. You do them at the same time. Yeah, that's why it takes longer for me, because I thin it down with water.
All right.
So it takes longer to do its reaction, but it still comes out the same. Just takes a bit longer and a bit more checking on it.
How many sets was that, Smoo?
I think that was 2 sets. Right. Obviously,
wait, let me take one out of these. Then we have 3 sets of tracks.
Oh
man, well done, Vincent.
Right. As soon as the chat is going whoosh, I'll try and hold it where it is, and so that we don't. Our little friend who's just popped in is Paul Stewart. Good evening, Paul Stewart. How are you?
Hello.
Is that you finished your Herald Dio? I see.
Hang on, let's get it in focus.
Beautiful, wasn't it?
Focus.
I love that.
Yeah. Well.
So that was the group buddy build we had on that I haven't quite finished yet, but nearly everybody else has. And this is Paul's one that he's done with the Airfix starter kit.
Focus. Now I know what it feels like to be Ted.
There's some nice rusting and stuff on that, mate, and I love the corrugated iron and
yeah. That is lovely, man.
That is authentic Mike Mountain recipe corrugated iron.
Yep.
Give me that recipe, because that's really interesting to make a plane hangers with.
Made from that.
It's made for a Coke can.
That's fucking focus.
Yeah. Mike Mountain put on us on. I don't know if you've got the tool there handy, Paul. It looks like something.
It's a bit forward of you, Smoo.
It looks like some sort of medieval torture device. But Mike Mountain put us onto these. They are basically tube squeezers that you can buy onto Amazon's and the interwebs, where you can cut strips of aluminium out your Coke can. Do wear gloves because it's sharp as hell.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And make your own corrugated sheet, which works perfectly fine in round about 1/35th scale.
It makes an awesome noise as well. Hang on. Here's one I did earlier, but I can put it back.
It is a cool noise.
This is a live demo.
Yeah, okay. That's going in the Amazon basket. Yeah, that's nice, that.
They're only a couple of quid. So yeah, guys, if you're wanting to make your own instead of buying, I know you can buy sort of.
Yeah, it's expensive though. It's expensive.
You can buy scale corrugated iron. You can make that out of Coke cans. Sorry, Paul. On you go.
A bit of stuff and then. That focus now? Yes, it has. Amazing.
Chat's yours, Paul. Sorry, I was talking over you there a little bit.
Yeah, I've got one of them. Hang on, see if I can find it. But mine was just a cheap plastic one with can't find it now. Just a cheap plastic one from the works. Just when I had to make Skylar, my granddaughter, a
Anderson shelter, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, you had to do the Anderson shelter. I like Saturday night. Hiya, Granddad, I've got a project. Can you make me a full scale Anderson shelter for Monday morning?
Yeah, that's what we had last weekend, wasn't it? When my daughter came, she'd had 2 weeks off school and then came up and said, "Oh, I've got to make a full working model of the Globe Theatre by tomorrow morning."
Yeah, because so I happened to get one of these from the works in town. It's brilliant. It was only £1. It works on card, but I've got some Lido plate, and it went through that brilliantly.
Cool.
We're making gurus off, by the way. Cheers, Fox.
Catch you later, Fox.
Every time I come in, Scott's gone, Fox is gone. What's next? Christ.
Hey, Paul, you're back on the big screen, young man.
Yeah, so I had a bit of fun with this. Lots of proper actual ball sword, just rotted up, and the eternal staple cat litter.
Oh, that's a Dave Weiser I'm going backer trick, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was Dave that put me onto that. And there's a few little tufts of the I think they're MIG tufts. Are they MIG?
I like the one that comes out the bonnet.
Yeah, little one there. That's Beaker's moustache there.
All the cat litter thing. You did remember to take the things out that look like logs, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it does need a cinnamon stick. It really does.
So have you been working on anything else in the background, Paul?
Yeah. I've just started a Games Workshop kit this evening, and I'm surprised to say this, but it's absolute dog shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
you
been,
get that ones.
Yeah, I've been fitting on.
It's a house wall, the walkways and all that.
Yeah, I've been fitting on these large sort of.
Oh, it's a diorama kit from
Yeah.
Games. Yeah, those
and
tend to be.
every single one has snapped.
How many parts to that diorama, mate?
3.
Great.
2 sprues worth of.
Did it come with instructions?
It did. They're not very good either. So there's a house's worth of screw there.
I know someone who'll help you build that. Who's good at diorama.
How many sheets of decals did that 3-part kit come with, Paul?
6 episodes worth. Oh, he's gone, hasn't he?
Bollocks. Yeah.
The instructions are rubbish. Yeah. Here are all the possible fence posts.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one example of a walkway. Then you turn over and they've gone, yeah, there you go, stick shit on.
Oh, lovely.
It's not nicely detailed and stuff, or is it just
I mean, there's a lot of really good wood grain detail and stuff. So it should, once it's built, it should come out all right. And it comes with a privy.
Oh, Mike Mountain Scratch built one of them.
However,
I knocked one of them up in 5 minutes, mate.
Yeah, that
comes with
building. That building looks like the cabin you've already made. You know, you Julian Banjo's cabin.
Oh yes, where is that? That's here somewhere. Yeah, that door doesn't open. You can't. I tried cutting out the back of it, and it's the inside edges are all cut at a funny angle, so you can't.
There's no toilet roll either.
Yeah, toilet roll holder, and
They've got to sell the Forge World stuff somehow.
Yeah, I wish this was Forge World. At least it'd fit.
I'll go and get mine.
It cost about 200 quid though.
Yeah, articulation tends to be something that is Forge World only. To be fair, I've noticed with them.
So it's not on the recommended buy list, then, Paul, is what you're saying, because you buy kits and build them, so we don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. This is. There we go. That one's gone on and split in the process. Brilliant.
That's the one you want.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the proper.
That's Mike Mountain who likes to scratch build.
Oh.
There he is.
Oh,
He that himself. That's his own outhouse. The guy's sitting there with the roll of toilet roll and everything. It'd probably be better if you put a picture up in the dungeon of that, because it's a wee bit out of focus. But it's a little scratch.
Yeah,
little thing.
Mike, that's brilliant.
Yeah, we were kind of throwing ideas. Mike, you can't have a workshop and not have a toilet. And so just jump back on the chat just briefly. Tony Black still been on about clot of cream on Jamaica ginger cake is heavenly. Oh yeah, ginger cake. Spidey Create said he had a BMW touring bike that had hand painted pinstripes on the tank and panels. Ooh, very nice. Ginger cake toasted.
Ooh, that's an idea.
Yeah, try it.
Spidey Create says it's amazing. You'll never want it untoasted again.
I quite like sort of getting the Jamaica ginger cake and just smushing it up into a really, really dense little ball.
Yeah, what my mum used to do, she used to cut the old ginger cake and then just pour custard on it. Hot custard on it was heaven.
Oh, noms. Oh yeah, or the treacle, the treacle one, the McVitie's treacle.
It's probably because I'm eating. No, I don't like ginger cake. That's why.
Well, I like a bit of ginger.
We had heard.
Luke saying fancies doing his Huey in Canadian Air Force rescue livery.
Oh, good shout.
Is that the one with the big mountain hat on it? Moose ears.
I don't know.
The moose.
I'm still catching up in the chat.
Right.
Spidey Create says, don't put it in the toaster though, unless you lay it on its side, it gets stuck easily. So there's a good tip if you want to toast your ginger cake.
Spidey, have you not heard of a grill?
A grill? Fox is saying he's glad it's not just me that eats dinner at the workbench.
Yeah, that was referring to me. I just finished mine.
Tony Black saying he's not had ginger cake in years, and now I'm diabetic. Yeah. It's like the wee meme that you get up on Facebook, where the wee laddie's at school, and it says, Tommy eats 10 Snickers bars. What has Tommy got? Diabetes, miss. He's got diabetes. Yeah. Both my brother and my daughter suffer for type 1 diabetes. It's not a very nice thing, so I kind of know what you're going through with that one. Right. This is probably one aimed at Vincent or possibly some of the other armor builders. Anyone tried caustic soda to do tracks with?
No, but I could see how that.
What's that, Dave? Sorry?
I said no, but I could see how that would work.
Yeah, because it's just to tarnish the white metal, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baking, so
You'd have to do it. You'd have to give it a damn old good rinse off afterwards, though.
Yeah, caustic soda's quite strong.
It might be too fast, to be fair. And actually, let me grab one of those bottles and see what's in there.
Because as Colin's saying there, would baking soda not be a little bit less aggressive? Yeah,
It's one of them, isn't it?
Fox is saying at Smoo's Workshop, by some odd coincidence, every time I watch your streams, YouTube puts loads of Billy Connolly videos in the suggested videos field.
I wonder why.
But wasn't it for your wellies? Where would you be? Ah, you'd be in the hospital.
Oh, don't set him off.
I think they're still talking about Spidey Q, obviously, about Tony saying he's diabetic. He says, "Oh, would you not even be able to have an odd? But it tastes so good, it's almost worth going into coma for." We do not promote the diabetic coma just to eat ginger cake toast.
Yeah, we're not condemning or condoning.
We're not condoning, yeah.
It's to go out and try that.
Yeah. You might want to take a little wee shot of Act Rapid first, just before. Yeah,
just feel the safe side.
Shane Young took his message back. All right, okay. Spidey Q, obviously, when we were demoing the lovely noise that Paul made when he was pulling the thing through, that's clever. Wrinkleificator. Is that Smoo Industries Wrinkleificator, Mark 1?
Yeah, that's good enough.
Look like that as well. Oh, obviously Fox is away. I've missed that, but I'm just catching up in chat. Shane Young saying that's really great, Paul. Obviously, that was your little dial. Yeah, I'm still catching up.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's the dial, because if he thinks an unpainted half-built kit's great, then he's being far too kind.
Well, it says it looks really great, very effective bass, genuine catalogues in the dial bass. Tony Black saying 3 is the magic number. Fuck off.
Anything that makes him squirm live on air, I'm all for.
Will come out. Dean Briggs is saying, "Oh, that's brilliant." Dial with the Triumph. Tony Black says you need a heart shape cut out in the privy door.
Yeah,
I'll get it done.
Maybe I might be able to get away with it.
John Mountain, Mike's brother, saying "stick shit on." Is that a technical term, Paul?
Yep. Well, it is a toilet. I've got to stick some shit on. I believe in accuracy.
I hope you're doing the toilet roll to scale.
Yep, used and everything.
And the skid marks.
And Kenneth M's in and he says, "Good morning, all." So we're quite busy tonight.
Thanks for joining. Whilst we're on subject, can anyone in chat help us out? We want to put an APB out for the Yam. No one's heard from him.
Yeah.
Want to make sure he's all right.
Yeah, maybe Beaker's picking him up in his taxi ambulance thing.
Yeah. No one's heard from him. Just a bit worried about his welfare.
Spidey Q8 says he takes no responsibility for any diabetics harmed, and obviously the discussion of the toasted.
You're going to put a little disclaimer at the end of the video. No diabetics were harmed during the making of this video.
Yeah.
Shitloads of them shortly after, though.
Yeah, Charlie says,
"Don't play with matches."
Row.
Right, so some of the guys that might have just joined, obviously, if you're watching in the little player on the Facebook, click the YouTube icon in the bottom. Come and join us in chat. Have a laugh. Fire us questions. Let us know what you're building. We have a Facebook page called The Dungeon. By all means, come and join Smoo's Dungeon, interact with us. Create an album. You go up to the little pictures icon and create album and upload your pictures to that album, and that lets us easily pop in and see what you guys are doing. Expat Spain saying he uses it, I think we're talking about caustic soda here, for stripping old die-cast cars. If I want to age the new rivets, I throw them in and leave them overnight. So we're talking about rivet counting now, are we?
Yeah, I can see how that would work, actually.
Yeah, stripping the die-cast cars, caustic soda. That's quite extreme.
I mean, I tend to, I've got an old parts washer back from when I had my trike workshop, and I've got that full up with Dettol. You know, the brown Dettol liquid. And any kits like the E-type that I want to strip plastic of, I bung in there because it's got its own pump in there, and you can just pump the Dettol over the over the model, and you just leave it. And like say, 24 hours later, that E-type was down to bare plastic, mate.
I mean, when
my noggin, it was.
When they're dipping and stripping real size.
Sorry, Mike.
Do you rinse your dishes after you take them out in your pots and pans and that before you dry them?
Yeah. Yeah, it comes in handy though, that parts washer, I must admit.
They probably use something like caustic soda when they're dipping and stripping full-size cars. You know, the guys that do all the restoration and all that. It must be something powerful like that as well.
See, I'll make sure she ain't the other side. What I used to do is, whilst the wife was out at work, I'd put all my carburetors and stuff like that in the dishwasher and finish.
That's typical. That's a biker's thing.
I've done that.
The bikes
I'll tell you something, come on. Lovely, mate.
Yeah, bikes wheeled into the kitchen, carbs are off it.
Yeah, take off the chrome rockers off your bike, bung it in the tray in the dishwasher, all your carburetors and that. Yeah.
And then the next wash, these dishes have come out awfully greasy. Aye.
I always remember I had a set of twin SU carburetors from a Cooper S in there. As you came home early, and I'm like, I'm in the kitchen, oh, fuck.
You're a bad man.
Yeah, well, one of my better ones, I put a gearbox in the bath once with a load of paraffin. Sat in the room I'm in now, and there was water coming through the ceiling. I thought, what's going on up there? I forgot that the bath was a plastic.
A plastic bath. That would just...
So my answer to that, I'll just put a bath mat over it. She won't notice.
Yeah. Kenneth M is inquiring over Ted's health. Is Ted okay? Yes, Ted's perfectly fine. He was away for a lemonade, gin and tonic. Oh no, he's not trying to do the monkey on us. Either his mic has stopped working or he's just mouthing stuff and no sound is coming out.
I think his microphone's gone off.
Yeah.
Professor Tedward McSkipperton.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
He's back. Yeah.
Oh, I've got some more.
We're just as professional as a Monday night.
I think Ted's audio is a little bit intermittent.
Yeah. He's lulling us into a full sense.
I heard them sighing there. Yeah, that's definitely lemonade you've got in that glass, Ted, isn't it?
Yeah, I can either confirm it or deny it.
Drink.
John Bennett was saying that he's done stove enameling in the oven. Is that where you put this stuff on it? And the enamel powder on it.
Powder coating type effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could get a domestic oven hot enough for that, but maybe you can.
Don't you have to? Well, we've got one of those ovens you can put in what's called the pyrolyze mode, where it literally burns off the fats.
Yeah.
So I think that might work, that temperature, because that's quite hot, actually.
Right.
Doesn't the plastic melt, though?
What's that, Mike?
Hey, does the plastic melt if you stove enamel a kit?
Yeah, wouldn't it? Yeah, I know.
Tumbleweed moment. Tumbleweed, it's all right.
Spidey QA has done something similar to Colin. He used to do that with his bike carbs. Divorced now, so he can admit it.
Yeah. I just had to make sure she weren't home yet.
Dean Briggs has said an amusing one. Our local police station had their toilet seats stolen. They say they have nothing to go on.
Yeah, it's a bit like my wig got stolen and the police are apparently combing the area.
Spidey Q8 says even Ted's microphone is out of focus.
It's consistent.
He's like a badly edited Bruce Lee film, isn't he?
Yeah.
Evening, people.
Rattlecan Rebel, or Collins Pal, Wolverhampton Civic and Allotment Society have their annual dinner dance tonight. Yam Yam must be dancing and romancing with the Blue Rinsers.
What a bad man you are.
Yeah, it's just none of us have heard from him, bless him. You know, I mean, I weren't able to get to the bench yesterday, so
Well, he was here for a bit, but
just a bit worried about him, that's all.
he was a bit mad no one joined his hangout, but then again, no one was home at the time when he started.
Well, yeah, I was doing family things with wife and kids. And
Yeah, I was going out for my brother's birthday, so yeah.
Dealing with the after effects of medical prodige.
John Bennett, relating to the dishwasher thing, which we are not promoting for the sake of most people's
Yeah, any married blokes out there,
yeah,
in
you
case
can
the
actually
wives
do,
are in earshot, I will not condone it. We don't do it, honestly.
yeah, but you can also do bike engine casings in there and leave it a bit longer.
Anything chrome, basically.
Yeah.
You know, it's yeah.
So, have you guys in the chat there got anything different on your bench this week to last week, or are you like me suffering a bit of mojo loss this week? I've sort of struggled this week to get back at the bench. That's why
I'm the opposite.
Space Marines.
Space Marines.
Space Marines.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the opposite mode where I want to get as many kids to a point.
I can see Paul getting frustrated there in the background, like wiggling on that kid.
What you got there, Paul?
Anger.
A turd.
Yes.
Well, Colin will be able to relate to this being married to a Scottish woman. He noticed that, well, they call them smoosums. I tend to swear at my kids when they're not going together properly, and it's actually a Scottish thing. If you swear at something, it tends to work or go together quite well.
Oh, yeah, my Mrs. Speed Dust, she sounds like Dick Dastardly. Our kitchen worktop's about that thick now.
I just need to nip to the bathroom. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Who's going to do the talking?
Where's that?
Oh, are you building a kit or playing dominoes there?
Tony Black says
I'd probably be better off playing dominoes with it, mate.
He's got a beetle that's gone together really quickly, and he's got quite a bit of finish. Kenneth M's got an anime figure on his bench and some Warhammer figures and terrain. What anime figure have you got on your bench, mate?
Am I the only one around here these days that doesn't have a Warhammer figure?
No, Ted.
No, Ted. I ship my stuff over to Fox. I have no Warhammer in my room.
Ted, I think it might be, mate.
Oh no, I'm lying. I've got some from.
I built one then.
I've got some from 30
I've got a bottle of Citadel glue in my boxes somewhere. Does that count?
I've got some Citadel paints, but that's as far as it goes.
I think we've got to blame Fox for this Warhammer figure thing, haven't we? What you got there, Dave?
There's some of my dwarfs from my dwarfing army from 1980.
Can you move it to your right, Dave? Only it's half out of focus. You're right, mate.
My right.
Yeah, you're right.
Ted, do you reckon that conning tower is actually longer than this thing?
Other way.
Wait now, Vincent. Right, one at a time. Dave is trying to show us some little figurines that are
Right.
probably Series 1 Games Workshop or something like that, are they?
Yeah, from the 80s.
Aren't those metals then? Aren't white metal?
Yeah, metal. Yeah, white metal, yeah.
My brother's got a lot of those. Sorry about that. Just everybody was trying to show stuff at the same time. Vincent, what are you trying to show? I'll put you up on the screen.
Well, I just realised this tiny little sub. Wouldn't that actually be less in length than the actual conning tower on Ted's submarine? I mean,
let's have a look. Let's get the conning tower.
So this is my hand behind it, and would roughly the same length.
Where we are?
Arm's length. Let's see what Ted's is. It's about the same size, Vincent.
Yeah, it is. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm just flicking back and forwards between the two years.
Yeah, it is about the same. Yeah.
The whole length of that sub is sort of the width of.
I'm getting
the one conning tower. Yeah.
I'm getting quite worried at the thought of two men comparing length live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Especially since it's cigar-shaped things, right? I mean,
It's not on your channel. There's nothing to worry about.
There's the torpedo room. That's how big that is.
Yeah, it could literally fit in the torpedo room and be shot out of one of the tubes.
That's a bigger one than Vincent's, Ted.
That's a big torpedo you have, Ted.
I think the torpedoes is about the same size, isn't it?
Probably, yeah.
I'm just going to catch up and chat a bit. Tony Black saying he's got a ton of things on the go. The VW Beetle went together quickly, but I have so much to finish. Yeah, Tony Black started the group build ahead of us and has finished it and did the purple one. Kenneth M has an anime figure on his bench and some warm hammer. I think I heard you talking about that when I was in the toilet. Tony Black says back 2 shakes. Mon 2 shakes and you're playing yourself, mate. Lee Barlow, hello, Smoo and the crew. Hello, Lee. So I don't go over some of the chat. How far did you get with it, Colin?
I got down as far as Tony Black saying about he had an anime on the bench.
Right, okay. Spidey Q8 finished his downed TIE fighter for his friend. Got a few tank kits he got recently. Itching to start one, but I'm down, sir, fit friends. No build this week. Down, sir, friends. I call him would have been
Watch
better.
out.
Anyone.
Watch out, Fox is
Fox is back.
A look from with Fox back. That's young. He's currently going
to be an ecumenical matter.
He should join in the madness, to be fair.
Yeah, he heard us talking about Space Marines. That's why he's come back.
Yeah.
You'll know what Space Marines are, Ted, obviously, don't you?
Never heard of
him.
To be fair, we have to remind him who Chris is most weeks.
Black Rifle Model Works, aka Luke. By the way, he's started up a new YouTube channel, so do click and sub on him. He's just finished his US spec Ops Dial, added the pics to the album Smoo's Dungeon. I will go and have a little look at the dungeon.
He has a cool beard. He has a TK beard.
Does he have his Viking beard going on then?
Oh yeah.
It's thick. It's thicker than TK's. It's a lush piece of face furniture, top quality.
Cracking. Cracking bit of face furniture.
TK's beard kind of reminds me like the one that Loki in Vikings is wearing. Yeah, so like the thin wispy one.
Yeah, it looks like an advert for Citadel brushes on his chin. Yeah.
Mine's going a bit thick as well.
Ooh.
Oh God, that's frightening.
Yeah,
that is shocking. That.
Yeah, it's looking.
I like the grey fangs. They're cool.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit like I'm eating a badger.
But is it a honey badger?
Oh, of course it is. Only the best.
Right. Okay. Where are we up to? Yeah, Kenneth M is Momo Heem. I posted a picture. I'm Alex Frankston on Facebook. Okay, so Momo Heem. I don't know what that is. Dean Briggs was commenting about my visit to the bathroom there. He says Smoo's a secret lemonade drinker. He's nipped out for a wee nip. Yeah, right. Same as Ted. Ted likes a wee drink of lemonade. Tony Black says
for medicinal purposes only.
Yeah. Tony Black says he blames the charity shop where I got a Space Marines biker for 99p. Shane Young is still sticking the Herald together, but had to stop as I had some build. What was that? I had some building work done. Too much dust.
Iron fiber.
Don Gilchrist is having a wonderful time with a panda toy. Getting complicated.
Where's my cell phone?
See what like the Spidey Q8. Obviously, the armor builders low like as a Panzer, Auf 4, Ost, whatever, and they just go like PZ, KP, FW, blah blah blah. I just say tank. So he's got the World at War mag with a 172 tank, whilst near a WH Smith. It's a nice little kit, well worth the £9.50.
Oh yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, there's I came across it in WH Smith the other day. There was a magazine. It's obviously part of a set, but there was a kit in it as well, as it says, for £9.
Yeah.
Little 176 scale tank.
Panzer 3 Auf A. Yeah. I think that's what that PZKPFW means.
Panzer
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fox says he's taken a brief break from filming to resolve Ted's shocking lack of Warhammer.
I feel like you should join the hangout and convince him face to
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
Well, you see, with this U-boat on the bench, I just haven't got room for it.
That's a good comeback.
You can start him in the U-boat, Ted.
Yeah. No,
What we'll turn around and reply is, Fox, that's an ecumenical matter.
Is Vincent old enough to drink? I don't look it, but I'm 27.
He does look about 12, doesn't he? He's a baby. He's a baby. Yeah.
Nice that he's bragging about being as old as 27, isn't it?
He had his first shave today, stuck his head out the passenger window of a taxi.
Tony Black was asking who was building and painting the Cowgirl. Now, that was one that went up in the Model Maker's boom hut. I'm trying to remember who was doing that again.
Was that not Chandra?
No, it wasn't Chandra. No, that was the Cowgirl one was the one where they were milking her via her rather large udders. And he did the dial. It was a bench seat with like a hooker on one side and the girl who was a cowgirl bending over getting her udders milked into a bucket. I can remember seeing it. I can't remember who did it. He does some cracking wee figurines. Yeah, that's on the boom.
Oh, is it? It's not the lad from Hawaii.
No, it's not Daryl. It wasn't Daryl.
No, don't run Daryl, no.
Can't remember, but if you look back through the boom hut, you might be able to find it. But yeah, can't remember who it was.
Go back a long way. It was quite a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah,
yeah.
Because it created quite a star with the flesh stones. Yep. Right. Okay. Panzer Kampfwagen, yeah, lots of flesh stones. I think I've kind of caught up with the chat. Any of you guys got any questions for us? It helps us, you know, keep the chat going.
What do you have for tea?
I haven't had my dinner yet. I've got some spicy chicken pizza sitting there for last night.
Flemish version of a fry-up.
We had chicken wrapped in bacon with mushrooms and fried onions and chips. It was lovely.
It's all about fish finger sandwiches, mate.
No, I can't stand them.
Never tried one.
Yeah.
Don't like
Can't
it.
beat them.
We had hot pot.
Oh, I like
Lancashire hot pot, Ted. I know you're talking, lad.
Did it have suet dough balls in it?
Proper hot pot.
Did it have suet dough balls in it? No.
Dough ball, you
not.
Dumplings.
Dumplings.
Oh,
It's not a nice way to greet me.
Good evening, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Evening all.
So you're not hiding off camera then, like Jack Hackett then?
I was, but I'm not going to be around for long. I just thought I'd pop in and say hello, as soon as everyone else seems to be popping in.
Don't confuse Ted, because it's not Monday, Ted. It's not
Yeah,
Monday.
that's right. He's got his sign up. I saw that earlier. Yeah.
Kenneth M was asking, was it Chandra's husband, Sean? No, it wasn't. It did that cowgirl. Can you remember, Chris? There was a guy on the boom hut posted up a rather
Cowgirl.
naughty cowgirl.
Yeah, there was. No, I don't remember who it was.
I just instinctively thought it was Daryl, but I can't.
No, it wasn't Daryl. I can't remember now.
Wasn't one of Chandra's, was it? She's done.
No.
It was a male who did it. It was a man that did it, and he does other wee bits and bobs of figurines as well. But I can't remember.
Are you sure it wasn't Sean?
Spidey.
Yeah, it wasn't Sean. It was before Sean joined.
Spider Q8 says the cowgirl was Lee C. Murray.
Lee
That
C.
sounds
Murray,
right,
that's
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Spidey.
You might be able to search for the post on the boom hut by typing in Lee C. Murray's posts, and it might pop up under that, save you delving in.
Just Google flesh tones. You'll find it eventually.
Yeah.
Google flesh pound, and there's a photograph of Ted.
Ted, yeah.
John Bennett says he's just got to pop out for a bit. We'll see if you're still on when I get back. If not, catch you guys later. See you later, John.
Yeah, John.
Thanks for those 3 sets of decals, mate.
Model making guru, whoever that is asking Ted, you are now a member of the I have Warhammer shit in my stash club.
Well, he's posted you something. He sent you something.
Well, I don't have a stash.
You do now.
Do now.
You do now, mate.
You've got 200 Ultramarines to paint.
He's sending you everything that Vincent sent him.
Philip Gosling's popped in. He's went, hi all, what is everybody up to?
Right. I'm sticking lots of decals on a rally car.
When are you going to flock your head, Dave?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to look like Colin.
Yeah, I wonder.
Lots of decals.
That head first.
Well, seeing as Chris has popped in and joined us, you want to share what you've been up to, Chris, or what
Well, I've been doing my Falcon still. I'm going to get back and do a bit more of it. I've been doing light weathering.
Nice.
I can't really see much of it at the moment, but
light weathering.
That's the first stage.
On?
Got decals all on.
How many sets was there in that?
Just the one.
Oh, just the one. Right, okay.
Yeah. Well, two actually, because there were stickers as well. But yeah, no, just the one. Yeah, so I'm going to be starting doing some streaking.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that on camera because
No, please don't.
No.
Yeah, the local constabulary might come down on you a little bit about that, though.
Yeah. But
a little bit hard.
Just been doing that.
There's one on the chat for Dave asking Rattlecan Rebel saying, could you check your Facebook for him?
Oh, yes, certainly.
All right, Dave, sorry to interrupt you there, Jen.
Right, yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, Fox has got an evil Loaf, apparently.
I like
Loaf.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's supposed to be Lair or Law.
He's all excited, poor Fox.
He's having a dig at Ted. He expects an unboxing video.
Oh!
But to be fair, I sent Fox enough so he can give some to Ted and still have plenty left over. So, yeah, I'm afraid you're screwed me.
Open a branch of Warhammer.
Kenneth came up with a good one. Don't flock your head, Dave. The cool kids are using static grass.
Always the message on now.
Oh, there's one for the bikers in the room. I got Jared B says he got his first bike today, first kit, Yamaha YZ250. What do they call them in the UK? Motocrossers or dirt bikes?
Dirt bike.
Yeah, motocross dirt bikes. I wouldn't have said they was a pit bike as such, were they?
They're like you get the trials bikes, which is a slow speed over obstacles, and then you get enduro bikes that can go on and off road, and then you get crossers where they basically do fancy big jumps and everything like that. I think the YZ's it's a crosser.
Yeah.
Paul Chapman saying Moto X.
I remember when I used to go to scrambles, there wasn't any of this great jumping heights when it twisted. It was just scrambling around a dirt track. It was great fun.
Yeah, I mean, we used to have the trials bikes, and you would literally just go up and down rocks on logs and things like that as slow and as skillfully as you could.
Yeah, that was more the enduros, wasn't it, Colin? The enduros that we tried to make them into like the gas sort of proper.
Yeah, you used to drop the suspension right down, didn't you, to make them as low at the rear end as possible so that you could.
I remember something on Saturday morning TV about bikes going across stood up things and.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. It was called Kickstart, was it?
That might have been it. Yeah,
Kickstart with Peter Purvis, wasn't it? The trial.
Yeah, you're running like 6 to 10 psi in the tyres so that it would get more bounce on the rocks and that.
Model making guru says slow speed over obstacles, the official bike of the touring park.
Cheers, Mickey. Sorted, mate. Thank you.
And Spidey Q8 says there was another one. There was also Junior Kickstart. All those young lads.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, Junior Kickstart. Yeah, I remember that. Blimer's going back.
I mean, some of the obstacles you're looking at, like, say, for example, they've got a load of barrels set up, and there's barrels on top of barrels, and you're looking at basically like a 4-foot step, and they just run at it, pop the front wheel up, and bang into it. And bounce
it's
up.
ironic because on one episode they used to have to actually ride over a beetle when we're building one. So anyone out there who's got a Dio idea, it's got to be a trials bike. Going up
that'd be good.
With the scratch-built Peter Purvis.
And a Fresh Tones Valerie Singleton, Ted.
She was all Laura Ashley when she was dressed from here down.
Oh, don't go into the one that was in Tiswas. Or what was her name?
Sally James. Oh, the wet t-shirt. Oh. I've just had an accident now, Smoo.
Yeah, your hair fell, mate.
Sally James.
Sally James. Yeah. God, blimey. when you were a teenage boy, Sally James in a wet t-shirt on a Saturday morning was certainly better than that bloody Noel Edmonds on the other side.
Remember when she used to do the thing with the Royal Navy hat bands as garters?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we're just waiting for the comments coming up in the chat there, and they appeared. Dean Briggs was on about Speedway was his favourite. I haven't actually went to watch Speedway, but I did watch it on the telly. There's a track just at Armadale up next to me.
Fox is saying, Sally James, I'd fling a flan at that.
Just going back to Tiswas, do you know how the bucket of water thing started on Tiswas?
The butter of walk, it's the butter of walk.
That was Status Quo's appearance, would it, Dave?
It was. I can tell you the story. It was. There was a documentary a couple of years ago about it, and they used to have guests, and they put them in a cage.
Yeah.
And the bucket of water thing, because the second week the guest was Status Quo, and bearing in mind this was live Saturday morning children's television, Rick Parfitt was in the cage smoking a spliff, and Chris Tarrant very politely asked him to put it out off camera. And he did, and then 5 minutes later, he lit another one. So Chris Tarrant threw a bucket of water over him. And that's how the old bucket of water on Tiswas started.
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah, he was well stoned. Do you ever remember that appearance when they did Margarita Time on Top of the Pops? And he threw himself over the bloke's drum kit. He was so stoned, wasn't he?
Right. Tony Black was saying Val Singleton was his first crush. Valerie Singleton, was she the newsreader?
Yeah,
but I used to have a bit of a thing for Sue Lawley. Do you remember her?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was her out of Sapphire and Steel. I liked Joanna
Lumley, yeah, Purdy.
Yeah, no, the one I liked was Michaela Strachan, oddly enough. I'm a bit weird like that.
I liked Michaela Strachan. She's not weathered very well, though, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen her lately, but she would have made a young man very happy. I know that.
I still wouldn't kick her out of bed for farting, like, you know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, if you're into that, Smoo, it's fair enough.
We're talking about the bike riding thing. Jess Idle, who says they call it freestyle nowadays.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, obviously, Phillips probably just popped in. Anybody?
What style? Was that freestyle?
Freestyle, yeah.
Well, a lot of the MotoGP riders use dirt tracking as a training tool now because they get the bike to actually swing out on the rear and things like that. So it's a technique.
Yeah, the flat tracking, you mean?
Yeah, that's the one.
Does that regularly, because he actually did a short video thing on the telly where he showed his dirt tracking and all that. Who's?
Oh, yeah, Rossi's got the ranch and Colin Edwards has got the boot camp. And they all train out a season out there doing it, you know?
Yeah, the little monkey bike I have is actually the color scheme on the tank is based on one of Honda's championship dirt trackers.
Can I just tell you something, Vince? The monkey bike isn't a bike; it's a hairdryer. Sorry to.
Fox is saying his dad used to film Hitman and Her. I remember that. Michaela Strachan was not as impressive when you saw her in real life.
No, probably not.
Vince, how many monkey bikes have you got? Because they're actually quite a collectible item.
I've got one monkey bike and one Honda Dux. You know, the slightly bigger ones with the pressed metal frame.
Can you imagine me riding on one 6'5" monkey bike?
Yeah, I mean, I've still got a mini moto in the boot of my Monza. I used to show myself on that and get my knee down.
I'm 6'1". It's actually quite doable, and there's stuff like backsteps you can put on, stuff like that. So yeah.
Right, quick question actually. Seeing as Philip Gosling has just joined in with us, and he's probably missed both Mike and Colin showing earlier on. Anybody building the cutaway Revel sub? Mike's going up first, so I'll put Mike on the big screen. There you go, Philip, just for you. There's Mikey boy. Right, Mike, you're on the big one.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you're almost finished with yours, Mike, are you?
Yeah, almost. Just a few bits of touching up to do now, and that's it then, done.
Crack. Cracking kit for the money, though, that, eh? I mean, sub £20 kit.
Yeah, no, it's a lovely
£20 kit. I like what you did there.
And I'll go up to...
he didn't even notice he did that, though.
He's doing a slightly different take on it with the red edge highlighting, as if, you know, like you take a welding touch and you cut through it, and that's the engineer's view. And he's got tiny little figures in there. Where did you get those, Colin?
I got they're little Preissner figures, N-gauge figures. There's a couple in the engine room there. There's one on the ladder in the conning tower, one underneath talking to him, various people around the bunks, and a couple in the torpedo room.
Yeah, looks lovely. I'll just catch up in the chat. We've noticed that Yam's come in. I'll just catch up in the chat for 2 seconds, mate. Blah, 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 blah.
Is Yam in?
Actually,
Like
catch
Yam
up too fast. Good evening, Yam Yam. How Yam doing, Yam? Is he still there?
Gone. I think he's gone.
I was going to say, I can't see him on screen.
He popped in, but I'll just catch back up in the chat.
He's all right.
Spidey Q saying he was a pit mechanic for a Sheffield Speedway rider many years ago. Even the pits, you'd choke on the methanol they burned. The other thing that's quite dangerous with methanol is it burns with a clear flame. You can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to love the smell of two-stroke.
Kenneth M is saying, is Sally James a modeller?
Doesn't that smell a bit of vinegar, Colin?
Sally James is a modeller, yes.
Yes.
I wish he was.
Dean Briggs is remembering Spit the Dog.
Spit the dog, yeah.
Another person who's an avid scale modeller is Vladimir Putin, the Russian president.
Really?
Is he?
Yeah, he is an avid scale modeler, builds very detailed armor stuff.
Get him in, we'll have him on hangout.
He does a lot of diorama stuff of historical.
What's Russian for Poundland?
Things. So yeah, he's a very keen.
So,
I suppose we could go back to Michaela Strachan and Pete Waterman was is a
yes
modeler as well, isn't it? Well,
Chris Tarrant is as well, isn't he?
No, isn't that?
Paul, I've just found out what it is. I've just Googled it, mate.
Lemmy from Motorhead was an avid scale modeler as well. Yes, that's correct.
Talking to avid scale modelers, he's back. Neil, Yam Yam.
Yam. We was getting worried about you, me old China. You all right?
Sounded like it.
Evening, Neil.
We had folk asking for you.
Last hour.
Good
what?
man.
I says I've been watching for the last hour. It did sound like it.
Good.
There was people asking for you, young man.
Some sarcastic comments by a little person from Belgium.
Oh, but at least you haven't
I
been
had a
getting out of it.
wonderful hangout last night. I was still going at 4:30 this morning with 7 of us.
Good man.
Oh, well done.
So what are you up to anyway, Neil?
Been out.
Hey?
I've been out. And I've just got back and I've had my tea and I was watching you reprobates while I was having my tea.
What'd you have? Something nice?
Pardon?
What'd you have?
What did I have?
Yeah.
I fetched me a lovely Indian on the way home.
Cool. What was her name?
What was his name? Ranjit.
I have to take it back now. I have to take it back after now.
Fox says, Yam!
Hello, Fox. How are you, mate?
Good
evening, Ted. How are you, sir?
How are you? Fine, thank you. Somebody else is being sensible and wearing an apron as well while I'm on.
We all should do it, shouldn't we?
We should. Yes. Just
And
those are
celebrating the hairless.
a responsible modeler.
Yes.
Responsible in modelling in here. Really?
What's one of them?
Good evening, Paul. How are you?
I'm all right, yeah.
I mean, normally, when Reese is in, he's got to have a responsible adult with him.
Yeah.
Because he likes slapping his fingers.
So I've got a question for Ted and Yam. You actually
off for last night? He was for an hour and a half.
I've got a question for Yam and Ted. Your aprons, do you actually pin them to your desk, to your bench, and then anything falls?
No,
No, I don't. There's people who do, but I don't.
Yeah, you forget you've done it and walk off and pull everything off the bench.
You've done that as well, Ted.
Strangle yourself on the way out.
Yeah, so in the chat, we were kind of, before you popped in, we were having a laugh about sort of female presenters and stuff like that. This is one I can't remember the name of. Dean Briggs is saying Susan Stranks from Magpie.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
She went on to do that other one, didn't she? Itsy and Bitsy, the two
spider things, wasn't it? Yeah.
Puppet thing. Was that her? All right.
That guy that did the spiders, he was just a pervert.
Can I just point one thing out?
Dave.
What? Can I just point one thing out?
Yes. What?
Dave, thank you for standing in for one of the Mitchell brothers, but we're both here now.
That's all right then. Anytime, mate.
Stand down. All right.
Yeah, grow back, Dave. Quick, come on, grow back now.
Yeah, there's four. There's
The chat can cancel the APB for the yam because we found him now.
I've got my hat on now. I'm all right.
Well, we're also talking about motocross earlier on. Those who watch a lot of the YouTubes will know a guy called Will Patterson, or Patterson. Did he do motocross as well?
Who? Will Patterson.
Does that know how he's?
Yeah, that's how he had the second and third cervical vertebrae fracture. He was paralysed, paralysed from the neck down for about 8.5 months before he started to recover, and he's recovered as much as he possibly can be.
I know.
I think Will did a fantastic job considering the injury he had.
I know he mentions a lot in his videos that he has limited hand movement when he's trying to do stuff. Yeah.
He's got very limited moving when he walks as well. Will is in a bad state.
I'm just keeping up with the chat. We're jumping from one topic to another. So,
funnily enough, I was talking to him last night.
Oh, cool. I've not spoke to the guy myself. I've watched his videos. Tony Black saying he liked Aisha from Lift Off with Aisha. I don't know that one.
Oh no, I've not heard of that one, but I shall be googling it with anticipation.
Both Colin and Mike put their subs up. Spidey Q8, both subs in Factaire, whatever that means. Kenneth M went very clean. JS Idaho, nice subs. Stephen Reynolds, are you all doing a group build? Not in the subs. We have got one coming up, a wee Beetle thing that we're going to do once Colin's out of the hospital. But right, what else?
To be fair, I do reckon you can knock out one of these €5 subs in a night.
Philip Gosling's just started the Ravel Bentley.
The Thunderguts one. I was looking at that actually.
Yeah, chat's just moved. Where is it? I've lost it again. But yeah, he's put up in the chat that he started that.
Mountaineer Modeler, that's a new name. Good evening. Mind what we're talking about, like Putin was a modeler. It says one of the T90 kits has Putin, a Putin-like figure with it. Tack on, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, but he does a lot of really good, beautiful builds. Very, very avid model maker. I think there's actually some photographs up online of Putin at the bench building. So yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
We need to get Smoo Industries tap for his bench.
Yeah, I think he has a Smoo Industries Tamiya extra.
An invite to join the Smoo Industries. See if he joins the Facebook page.
Yeah.
We'll send him an invite. Please join the company.
Tony's asking, is it a Bentley blower?
Yeah, he did put it up there, but the message has been retracted.
Yeah. Philip's saying it's an old Taylor kit, so that'll be fun.
I was looking at that old kit.
What's up?
Does trucks have that problem?
That's the one that's been re-released by Ravel.
Dave, what's that?
Puffin poo on my bench.
Oh God, that bloody puffin again. Is that your Morrison's hat, Dave?
No, it's my summer hat like Fox has got.
All right, okay. They're all liking their hats. I know Mike Mountain had a couple of hats on earlier on.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Get mine on as well.
Something I've never owned, apart from when I was in the military and I had to wear, obviously, my headdress. But yeah, I like that, Mike. Is that a pork pie hat?
That's a pork pie hat, that, mate.
Yeah,
pork pie hat.
Accent as well, mate. You should have heard him earlier.
Yeah, not off, mate. Out the apples and pears and all that stuff, innit?
Yeah, God blimey, tumblers.
God blimey.
Fox is saying Trump likes models too. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder what type. What scale? One scale, is that, Mr. Fox?
Slightly enlarged.
So
allegedly,
slightly enlarged.
a little bit of a joke in this one for Spidey Q8, and also something that could be a challenge for Dave, because Dave has done 1p and 2p dials. He says, in 1/35th, it'd be a perfect size to sit the figure on a Ritz cracker. Then you'd have a Putin on the Ritz dial. Boom, boom.
Yeah, joke of the night. Well done, mate. You're now exempt from any detentions.
Steps. Tony Black saying the Bentley isn't the greatest kit in the world, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, it can be modded and played with to make it a good kit.
Did you know you can actually buy Bentley blowers 1-to-1 kits?
Really?
Genuine, out of the crate, 1-to-1 Bentley blower kit.
Like a kit car.
Yeah, and Bentley will actually, if you build it right, Bentley will actually come round and give you a Bentley
certificate. Yeah.
To say it's a Bentley.
Bloody. I bet that's a few quid, Ted.
Yeah, I saw one at a motor show I went to. It was one of these country motor shows, you know, classic cars. And they've obviously got huge tyres on them. And I said to the guy, I said, it must cost a fortune to put a new tyre on one of them. Where do you get them from? Quick Fit. What do you mean Quick Fit?
That's amazing.
I've never had to put one on yet. Well, this vehicle's hundreds of years old.
Yeah.
No, it's brand new. It's out of a kit. It's out of a crate. It comes in a crate.
Bloody hell.
Mountaineer Modeler saying Putin also rides bears shirtless and scores 37 goals a game against the Red Army hockey team. Probably has people building his kits for him in the Kremlin basement. So, Yam, have you been up to anything building wise of late?
No, I've just been making sure the missus is all right.
So your missus is doing a bit better. I know she was a bit poorly.
Yeah, that's where I've been most of the day. I've been up the hospital.
All right, that's good to hear.
Saturday and Sunday, you can extended visiting, and seeing as they know us so well up there, I can sneak in because it's in a private room, and if you close the curtains, I'll just leave us to it. So I've been in there since 10 o'clock this morning, come out about, 8:30, 8:45.
But when you're on about leaving you to it, you're on about flesh stones.
That would be a bit difficult with my missus, wouldn't it?
My camera started spinning round on its thing. Right, okay. Well, I'm sorting that. Chat amongst yourselves for a minute. I thought Gosling was saying you'll need a big bench to build that 1-to-1 Bentley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
No, I guess if you can afford a 1-to-1 Bentley, you can afford to get somebody else to build it for you.
I was going to say, can you not drop a hint to Pete and Gav, mate, and ask them whether you can do that as your next E-Models build, Ted?
Yeah, I'm sure they could, yeah. Pete, Pete, there's a crate arriving on Monday. Can you just forward it to me?
It's a box slightly bigger than Dora.
Yeah.
I'm sure Mike could scratch build a ramp for it.
Mike, Colin, I'm pretty sure that Brian Johnson, the old lead singer from AC/DC's got one as well, hasn't he?
Brian Johnson uses these every day to go and fetch his paper.
Shopping in, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it was on the Cars with Brian Johnson series, and there was a documentary on him as well.
Yeah. Thunderguts or something he calls it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've just noticed.
He will not allow anybody to interview him unless I bring him a genuine flat cap from England.
Yeah.
Just noticed we've actually got a full hangout now. Hey, there's 9 of us in.
That's my cue then, because I'm going to have to disappear. So
right, okay.
It's been full, but now I'll open a spot for somebody else.
Oh, Fox can pop in.
So,
Black Rifle Model Works has put up there is now a fellow Yam Yam in the group.
Yeah, it sounded yummy when he's on his videos. Chris is, before we get on that, Chris is saying he's going to have to say adieu.
Yeah, have a pleasant one, guys.
See you later, Chris.
Mate.
Say, Chris.
I've watched Luke, aka Black Rifle Model Works, his videos, and it doesn't sound very yummy to me.
Because we're a bit used to it now.
Perhaps he's a stealth yam.
No, but yam's like yam yow. But yeah,
all some of us are like that, and others aren't.
Yeah, Luke's no
I
better
mean,
than
there are people in Scotland that you can understand. Yet you
I see you, pal.
Just drop your kit.
Saying that, I actually, when I worked for a mail company, I convinced a Scottish and a Geordie woman to look for postcodes, and one was YI and the other was CU. And they spent a week sorting through every single letter, looking for the two postcodes I'd given them.
Just before it gets lost in the chat, Kenneth M was saying he broke his back late November last year, but it's healing okay. Wow, that's a sword.
Nasty.
Wow.
I'll let you know when I have mine done.
Chris is saying he'll still be around in chat, and Luke's saying he lost the accent after joining the mob, and he now lives in Brum, but he grew up in West Brom.
West Brom. Oh, Baggies fan.
West Brom
Someone's got that.
nil. Oh, anybody know what the rugby result was tonight? The Scotland v England one.
Shut up.
There is one wonderful thing about West Brom. It's called the road through it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right though. Their football team is called West Bromwich Albion nil, isn't it?
Yeah.
West Bromwich Albion nil.
Bro, I
Alex
wouldn't
is Scotland.
stay there anymore because he's a fella lad from around here.
I can remember when I used to sit on a Sunday, my dad would listen to the football results, and he'd have East 5-4, 4-4-5.
Yeah.
That has actually happened, yeah.
Yeah.
The match between Millwall and Wolverhampton is a draw.
Kenneth, you're begging us to ask you more questions because he says he broke it modelling, believe it or not.
Hey?
How did you break your back modelling?
I know Dave dislocated his pinky finger today.
Hang on. Don't forget, we have a certain beaker who fell out of a window spraying a car.
Yeah.
True.
And the window's on the roof.
True story, that. True story.
Oh, we actually have a proper modelling question, and there's probably going to be a few answers to this. Jared B is asking, question for anyone, how long should I wait to apply decals after spraying 2 times more shine? It's been about 6 hours and seems dry. Jared, I would give it 24 hours.
Yeah, about that.
24 hours or a good
I do mine extra.
Yeah, 24 hours for a good one, yeah. But
You can do
I
it.
do mine quick.
Depends how impatient you are.
I have
Yeah.
done it in, like, say, a small decal, like a dash decal. I have let it dry for 3 hours and put it on, but it does, not the set, but the sole tends to lift it a bit if you don't let it fully cure. But it's not a big problem if you're going to go over it again with 2 times more shine. But most glosses, Aqua Gloss tell you to allow at least 8 hours for it to dry. If you want to be safe, 24 hours. If not, yeah, I did 5 or 6 hours, but you know, I think most of us give it 24. But you can go in quicker, but you run the risk of the sol if you have to use sol at reactivating the stuff underneath.
Yeah, I mean, I usually need. I clear coat my stuff last thing of an evening when I'm about to go off the bench, and I'll leave it 24 hours just to be on the safe side.
Yeah. And Fox is saying the same. 24 hours minimum, a fully cure. I mean, a lot of people, like I say, Steinores paints that I like using for the primers. Now, you can literally go over with your next coat on them after 20 minutes. They're touch dry, you know. And you can go over with your next coat, but there's a difference between dry and cured paint. They might be dry to the touch, but for it to fully bond the plastic and stuff, it can take 24 hours to cure. On what a lot of people run risks in, especially when they're masking, if you don't let the paint cure, it lifts and peels off under the masking tape. So, all right, you can spray Steinores and put your base coat down, and that's fine, and you manage to get painted, but you still have to allow it 24 hours to cure before you start masking and stuff like that. Spidey Q, it's got a scoop. Thanks for the entertainment. I need to nip to the toilet again, lads. Sorry. Back in a second.
Yes, babe.
are you sure you haven't got diabetes?
Yeah, what Smoo's saying is important for another thing as well when it comes to Steinores. Like, you can spray lacquers or enamels over it. It'll be fine with that, but not if it's not fully cured. Then it'll just start interacting with the lacquer. Like, it's fine for your normal run-of-the-mill acrylics, but don't go spraying lacquers or enamels over it.
Possibly not for Meng ones based on the fucking results I had with another kit earlier.
What did you the Meng by AK paint?
Yeah, it's well, I haven't got the particular one, but it's the Mengs in those bottles.
Yeah. These.
I sprayed that.
Sets that come in sets like these.
It's not one of the AK specific ones. It's a recent Meng rather than the, because I've got the stuff from AK as well.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. What Meng makes, because the paints that Meng use are actually manufactured by AK. Like these Meng colors ones are manufactured by AK. Like the new Meng Panther that came out, they released a color set for it, just like they did for their P51, and it's also made by AK. I won't get that out.
I'm back. Sorry, guys, I had to nip off. I did explain to the guys before we started the live hangout tonight. I've had a bit of upset stomach, and if I have to disappear at short notice, I have to disappear at short notice. Which is kind of a fun thing because Fox has done a kit bash.
Like Dale Winton, in other words.
Yeah. Well, Fox has done a cracking kit bash on that Scout car on his E-Models build, and he's kit bashed it with Warhammer stuff, but he's called it a rather unfortunate name because he's calling it a skitter. Now, a skitter in Scotland is a rather runny jobby. So he's building a Warhammer jobby, basically.
Awesome.
Wasn't it also the little robot things in Red Dwarf?
That's a scutter, Dave.
Oh, Scutter. Yeah, sorry, mate. I was close.
Yeah. Skitters. Yes. Okay, right. Right, so we've done the decals thing.
3 times.
3 times, yeah. I see what you did there.
Kenneth said, I don't know if you said it while I was away to the loot, he said he was building a wall for his modelling studio and his crutches slipped on the cardboard and I fell and broke it. At least now, if I cut myself modelling, I can honestly say that's nothing.
Yeah.
You broke the cardboard?
They broke the back.
And just a wee shout out there, Scotland 25, England 13. Go on the Scots!
Well, you had to win one eventually.
I didn't watch
How many times you been in the World Cup?
Yeah, exactly. How many times they've been in the World Cup?
Yeah, but you're going back to 1066 or whatever the fuck it is when you guys won it.
Yeah, still won it though.
I hate I love rugby, but I hate watching Scotland play. They give away so many bloody penalties. It's like, oh, you twats, you know. Sergeant Bones is saying, Fox, he's going to make an Orc Volkswagen. And Stephen Reynolds is laughing. Yeah, that's true about the skitters. Yeah. Fox has called his build something or other skitter thing. Yeah, and it just makes me laugh every time I see it. He's building a skittery kit bash. God, is that 10 past 10 already? Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, and Fox is asking, is it the camper van? Right.
That late already. I've only finished one kit and decaled half one. Slowing down.
I've not even got the box open, mate. Oh, it's an Imperial skitter, Fox is calling it, yeah. So that's like a jobby from the Imperials.
Yeah, I'll just show Yam. I finished the Corvette, Yam.
Have you?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's just nice. It's nice. I like the colour.
Thank you. I for my first Revell car, I'm quite happy with that. I've heard good things about Revell cars. I've had so many bad experiences with Revell's aircraft. I'm pleasantly surprised about that, how nice it was.
The modern tool Revell's are not bad at all.
Yeah, same goes for their aircraft. If it's like post 2010, you're usually fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was saying while you were away, Smoo, for the style res, it's also important to let it cure when you want to use it with like enamels and lacquers.
I've found with lacquers that I can give it about 8 hours and it sprays all right.
Yeah. But like with acrylics, you can give it 20 minutes so it's dry to the touch and then spray acrylics over it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
But you can't do that with lacquers.
Yeah, lacquers, I give it a good 8 hours. But I don't tend to use a lot of enamels. I know Tedworth uses a lot of enamel washes and stuff when he's... oil pin washes I do and stuff. I tend to make my own washes out of oils.
It's basically comes down to the same thing, and an enamel wash is quite akin to doing an oil wash.
Yeah.
We're talking about Stein Rez.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best acrylic polyurethane primer out there.
Yeah. Each to his own.
But notice I'm saying acrylic polyurethane.
I'll go with Phil Flory's theory. Crap.
And what's that, Jan?
That was the sum total of Phil Flory. Crap. And he just picked the lot up and chucked it in the bin at the side of the desk.
Yeah, well, that's as a pin. I find it the best one out there.
Yeah, each to his own, isn't it? You know, we're all like our own stuff, don't we, really?
Unless you're going into lacquers, I haven't found anything better. So.
Yeah, I mean, I primed this today with this evening with Stein Rez, ready for an aluminium coat.
Mm-hmm. Never had any issues with it whatsoever.
I have with the white one.
White one,
yeah. Because it's white. Because it's white, it gets insane tip dry on the needle. It's,
the white and the grey I actually thin 60-40 because pigment is a thick pigment.
Yeah, that's why if you go to the MIG one-shot formulated grey, it's actually thinner than what Stein Rez sells you.
Yeah, the other trick out there for people that are having problems getting it to spray. Yes, you get a bit of tip dry. Is warm your paint up before you use it. There's a lot of folk jumping on the bandwagon about, oh, I've got a cup warmer now. I warm all my paints up. Anybody that's been spraying for any length of time knows, especially the body shop thing, always warm your paint up.
I used to do it in rattle cans when I was spraying the big ships I used to make. I used to throw the rattle can in the tumble dryer.
Yeah.
With a sort of batch of towels, while the towels it would shake. It would shake and warm the rattle can.
Yeah, I used to airbrush trikes and motorcycle fuel tanks and things like that. Just always warm me paint.
I do it now. I use because I swear by that.
Do you know the best thing to use? One of the kiddies, the baby bottle warmers.
Yeah. I love this.
You can set your temperature on those as well, can't you?
Yeah.
For a primer, this stuff is absolutely fantastic. Yeah. I love it, and that's what I do with that. I take it downstairs, stick it in a bowl of warm water for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Shake it like mad, and then use it outside. It flows lovely.
Yeah. Breach in the microwave.
If I'm going for a lacquer primer, I do decant the Tamiya extra fine. It is gorgeous stuff, but it is expensive.
The last time we did that, Jan, we had the bomb squad from Fairham round. I used to work for a coach company called Helliers, and we moved depots. And the old microwave, we stuck in the middle of the yard, stuck a can of cheap copy WD-40 in it, turned the dial, went back inside the building, plugged it in, and switched it on. We never did find the roof of the microwave, but our depot was about 5 minutes away from HMS Collingwood. We had the Navy bomb squad round within 3 minutes.
Dr. Sprue's in the house. Tony, he's going, hi, styrene junkies, what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Kenneth Emerson, he's built an Orc battle wagon. That's Games Workshop stuff. They're a lot of fun to paint. Kenneth M to Dave's one, a great purple. Tony's saying the Rebel kit sometimes depending on whether it's a reboxed American kit, because some of the American ones are a bit pants. Sergeant Bones is also a MIG wash fan, but he keeps oils handy. Kenneth M saying you can also rub beeswax onto your needle to help with tip dry. I would probably mess that up.
Yeah, that'd work, yeah.
We're not going to go into the debate of who rebans which products. I use a genuine Steinores, right? So we're not going into that argument. There are other companies out there that are taking this and relabeling it.
Other products are available.
Other products are available. Okay. I use a genuine Steinores.
Same here.
Except
but
for
you
my
can't
base,
get
I
any
used
caramel bars better than Tunics.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's like when you go
products available to equal them.
It's when you go over to Aldi in Europe and you get Olay bars instead of Leo bars.
Oh,
Just
Paul,
like
you're
the-
not hungry.
I hate to tell you, but we got Aldi's in this country.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but you don't know
Oh,
you don't have the Twix. No, it's not Twix. What? It's like a Kit Kat, but
Yeah,
from,
we do.
from Milka.
Yeah,
See,
we
you
do.
used to have
Yeah, we do.
we used to have marathon bars to all those bastard and Europeans. We called it Snickers.
Yeah.
You know?
It's actually called. It's actually the Americans that call it that. I think.
No, I don't know. And we
We
used
used
to
to
have,
have Spangles as well. Do you remember Spangles?
yeah,
Oh, Spangles. Yeah.
an Opal Fruits got rebranded as Starburst or something.
Starburst, yeah.
That's American. Yeah, that's definitely American.
Sergeant Boat, right, he's talking about the primer. The one-shot bottle, it says spray multiple thin coats. That's Steino Res. You can mist it and blast the fucking stuff on. I've never had any problems with it.
Multiple thin. I've never done multiple thin coats with one shot, and it comes out fine every time.
Steino Res Black Primer, the non-gloss one, makes a good substitute for Tamiya Rubber Black.
Did you
Yeah.
see that then?
Yes.
Did you see that?
I
Paul's got
Yeah,
Paul's got tea cakes.
Oh,
Yeah.
what are they?
Smooth
I mean, I don't know whether you think I should go for the caramel or the tea cake.
Oh, the tea cakes every time, mate.
Oh,
Yeah, Colin.
why not both?
Yeah.
Sorry, mate, I can't hear you.
These were primed in Steino Res Black, and then the center was like the outside was masked off and sprayed the center.
I've done
These
this.
are the aircraft wheels.
Marine decking in Steiner Res Black and left it.
Yeah, Steino
Yeah.
Res there for the boots.
To get like the tar finish, then Ted.
Yeah, same for the
Yeah.
cap.
Quite a lot of the guys, when they're spraying car interiors, it gives you a nice sort of satin black as well for the interiors and cars.
Yeah, but Colin,
Yeah,
how did
definitely.
you paint the flesh tones, Colin?
Can I ask you a question? I'm new to this modelling game. Who's this who rebrand Steiner Res?
You'll behave or you'll be on the naughty step, and that's first warning.
I haven't said it. How can I be on the naughty step? I haven't mentioned anything.
The whole thing about the idea and the philosophy behind our guys' hangouts is we're not selling any products. If we find a product that works, we will let you guys know about it, but we are not going to get into the politics of somebody's sanders a bit and somebody else's sanders and blah, 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 blah. End of. I hear enough of it on other channels, so we're not going there. So moving on. Black Rifle Motorworks says, warm the white, which will reduce tip dry. Yeah, we know about warming it up. He warms in an insulated mug with water at 60 degrees. Thin coats over the black and it lays down a dream. Yeah, I've done white over black for some of my bike builds, where I find the black just gets a better grip than the white, and it's something to do with the pigment in the paint. And sorry to be so abrupt there, but I just don't want this channel going that way at all. Black Rifle Model Works will concur with Model Making Guru. Yeah.
Somebody's got it.
Kenneth M saying it helps the paint slide off the needle because
Yeah, really will be on the naughty step. Yeah, we'll pull saying that.
Yeah.
You want to be careful. You'll send the puffins after you.
Oh, the Puffin Meister's hiding in chat tonight. He wasn't brave enough to come in. Kenneth M saying it helps the paint slide off the needle because you don't mix. You just use a tiny amount and buff it on the ends. You can also use it to seal your threads. I know about people using the beeswax to seal cheap airbrushes up so that they can use the lacquer paints and everything with.
This cheapy airbrush is the Iwata Neos don't have rubber around the around it as well, and you need wax in there as well to seal it up properly.
Aren't the new ones supposed to be solvent proof though?
Yeah, they're solvent proof, but I'm wait, let me grab an airbrush. I'm talking about basically this, like this bit, the cone.
Yeah.
Right, this like this thread here.
On the
is
crown
not-
cap.
Yeah, there's no nor in there. To be fair, nor is there with the Ultra.
Oh yeah, because if you didn't seal them right on the HKs, that the HS's harder steam deck, you get blowback up through the cup. Yeah.
Yeah, and you get that with the Neos as well. If well, I haven't found that with the Ultra because it doesn't have the little rubber in the tip. New.
Yeah, I used to get a lot of problems when I had my harder steam deck that I tried. I got an Ultra 2-in-1 and ended up giving it away because I didn't like the trigger feel. There's nothing wrong with airbrushes, but I just got fed up and not getting the crown cap on enough and it blowing up through the cup and paint going everywhere and stick with my waters. Tony Black is saying Snickers is an American bar named after a horse the Mars family had. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
They named that horse after a fucking chocolate bar.
And Tony's saying you can buff up the Steiner as well. Yes. You can get a shine on the Steiner Res Black as well if you buff it up with a buffy stick.
Yeah.
This is my horse picnic.
Fox has actually picked something up. He knew about using it on the threads, but wasn't aware of using it on needles. Neither was I. So that's quite a good one. Fox is saying that the lack of the seal on the crown cap makes airbrush cleaner foam out of it. And there's also no seal on the paint cup, which makes colour changes a pain. So that's beeswax, isn't it? That's proper beeswax.
Yeah, beeswax.
Right, so where are we? We're up to about 25 past 10. Chats went a little bit quiet. So if need you guys in the chat to bump in questions and topics for us to chat about to keep it going. Otherwise, we're probably going to knock this off about 10:30. I'll just wait to see what you guys come up with. There wasn't a lot went up in Smoo's Dungeon this week. I'll wait till some more work goes in and I'll do another feature next week. There was only 1 or 2 came up. I know the past week I've sort of been highlighting folks' work. Need you to create albums in there, guys, and post up your work, what you're doing. And everybody's went really quiet.
It's also serious now.
What, because I... Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Sorry, it had to be said. Kenneth M was saying, I saw it on a video, Fox, put my needles in a drill and I polished my needles with Cape Cod polishing cloth until they shine like a mirror. Tony saying beeswax is really cheap. Ordered some from Fleabay and got 3 large blocks of it. And Chris is going, what's smooing? Right, so yeah, it's kind of went quiet. It's just about 10:30. I think I'm going to call it a night. What do you reckon, guys?
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, it's been lovely.
Nice for everybody joining in. As I say, if you're not on the Smoo's Dungeon, feel free to join in, show your work.
Why not?
Let us know what you're up to, what you're building. Any wee tips and tricks that you have got that you can maybe pass on to people. And I think until next week, that's it for me.
That's good night from him.
Good night.
And for me, good night.
Good night again.
Good night from me.
Question, is Ted excited for his mystery package?
Yeah.
Oh. Be afraid.
Yeah,
Be very afraid.
I might send the postman. Yeah, it's not at this address. Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Right, they're all saying cheers, lads. See you later and all the rest of it. Yeah. Who's got a button this week? Dave, you got it.
Found it somewhere.
I don't press buttons.
I got it. I found it.
You found it?
Yeah.